Hello and welcome! Welcome to Drakenmemoria! For those of you wondering what this is, well, it's Dungeons and Dragons! Or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons and Dragons. So if this is not something you want to watch, well, fortunately for you, if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, they give suggestions, either to the right or to the left. We strongly encourage you to pick one, and we hope you'll have a pleasant evening. For everyone else who actually wants to be there, no matter the reason, except because they want to make fun of us in a mean way. Because it's okay if you want to make fun of us in a nice way, but not in a mean one. So if you want to be here, watching us, doing this, playing Dungeons & Dragons, well, you're welcome to stay with us. It's going to be a pleasure to have you with us. And if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, back from the previous session, welcome back. And that's about everything I can say about today's session before we start. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, for some reason I didn't increase the sound all that much, so you can't hear the thunder strike, but anyway. So, if you like the ambiance music, ambient mixer. If you like the battle map, Dungeon Alchemist. If you like the world map, WonderDraft. The information for all of these sites is below the window. And I think that's everything we could say. So, without delaying, because I'm looking at my players and I feel like there's two of them who are about to die, so let's get started.
It's like, are you tired? Fix it with sleep. All you have to do is move your mouse to the top right corner of your screen and click.
For some reason, I have a jar of dill relish on a list for some reason on my computer.
Interesting.
I assume that's a shopping list. I hope it's a shopping list.
No.
Why else you would have?
I think yesterday night I was explaining to someone why I don't like dill. Like dill,
Dill pickles?
No, like just like dill relish in general. Like there's like different kinds of relish, you know. I like the sour kind, but like I don't like it too dilly, you know. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I was on a tangent yesterday.
Cool
I guess.
story, bro.
Yeah.
No, but it's great. It's great. We strongly encourage this. Especially at the beginning of the game, so it wakes up people, and then during the break. Alright, so who knows? Maybe I'll want to create an NPC called Pickles now.
It's just another puppet.
No, actually, I like it. I like it. I think it's going to be a kobold. I just have to figure out where he's going to be now. Alright, so what happened last episode? So, last episode. The party, having successfully, good lord, rescued their friend, stayed at the library to watch over her while she rested and partially recovered. Each found a way to stay busy while she rested. Some cleaned up the library, others made sure the building remained secure, and some snooped around to see what was in the rooms they could not visit because she was there. In the end, a horrid meal was shared, and a cozy rest was taken. Now we know why Audience is also not the official cook of the group, and just someone who claims to be a good cook. When morning came, plans were adjusted, and a new ally was accepted in the group. And, well, at least until they find safe haven for her. Poor Sachet.
Or till you run into Sephiroth.
Oh, come on. You're comparing her to her? Okay. Well, I never took her for warlock. It was more like a priest or a druid, but all right, yeah. That's how it is in your world.
Warlock, druid, priest, same thing.
They would
Yeah.
all hate you for saying that.
That's the point. That's the point.
But that's okay. That's whoa, hey, new follower.
That Tom.
Yeah.
It's Tom.
Well, welcome among us. It's a pleasure to have you with us. What was it saying? Oh yeah, traveling with a new friend. All right, so it was a little difficult, but they managed to get back to the train and quickly left, deciding that their friend Colm could stay in town for a little bit more and join them by the end of the day so they wouldn't all be traveling at the same time. And so now we rejoin with our group as they're all on the train, patiently awaiting 2 hours, which means tonight is only going to be on the train. No. You did say you wanted slice of life.
I mean,
Only when we're at the garden.
Oh,
please.
okay, sorry. I misunderstood.
Please,
All right,
please.
so
you see, though, the reason why we're going to be on there the whole night is because, dun dun dun, train murder.
it's train
Like Bullet
mystery.
Train earlier, so
This campaign is now transformed into a noir.
exactly what I was thinking. It turns black and white. There's only like one color on us that is like actually
Monochromatic
colored.
environment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, technically, it wouldn't be all that difficult, but all right.
For some reason, audience has a trench coat and a hat.
Yeah, his cloak suddenly fuses in the front and becomes a trench coat. All right, so while you're on the train, you have a little bit of time to talk. Suchet does help you a little bit to better integrate yourself in your different environment, because she noticed a few things that you seem to be struggling with. The first one was with the name of the town, and she explains to you in more depth how to differentiate everything. Why some are called way station, waypoint, point, station. This is also known with its very scientific name as the Dungeon Master skipping a line while trying to explain this to you in the previous session. And so, and wondering why it doesn't make sense now that he's thinking about it again. So, now that I found my notes again, I'm so sorry for this. So, station and way stations are the same thing. Stations, the difference between the two is stations are placed on the railroad and way stations are placed outside of a railroad. Points comes from how they were called in the past, checkpoints. But eventually, because they stopped checking anything while you were going there, and also they were starting to have checkpoint and way checkpoints, they decided to adopt the same type of names for the two, which became point and waypoint. Points being those that are on a railroad track, waypoints being those outside of the railroad track. But unfortunately, since most points usually die out because the moment there's a breach in their wall, undeads get in and they usually just disappear, you end up with mostly only points in lines. So this is how it all makes sense. I'm so sorry for trying to explain this to you the first time.
Hooray for linguistic transformations.
And the other reason why I kept saying that every town had a name, but never sent you any of the names, is because all the names were in the same file. And so, couldn't remember them all. Unfortunately, I did not have time to add them to the map. So, for tonight's reference, I am just adding them to, oh wow, that's a lot, to our personal Discord name, Discord channel, and you have all the names of every single city, town, city, process, town, station, village. I wrote way station. Sorry, I meant waypoint.
That's way past cool. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
All right, I'll clean up the all of this during the break. So at least now you have all the names, and the major ones being, all right, Losal. The northern station, you're going to the western station, which is called Lokov. This is the actual name of the town. But, like I said, and that was not because I couldn't find them or remember them, they are also called simply Western Station because every single island had 4 stations when they started. So most people will also accept you just saying Western Station, Eastern Station, Southern, and Northern. And for the rest, well, she just gives you a little bit of advice, especially when you're talking to people, because she says your accent is a dead giveaway that you're not from these islands. And for travelers, it's also a very strong indication that you're probably not from the island chains. So she gives you a few pointers onto how to speak a little more properly for them. And no, I won't make you talk different while you're there.
Well, golly gee whiz, fella.
I tell you what, I can't change the way my voice speaks. I don't know how to change it.
I reckon we'd ought to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and
Who's on out of here?
Alright. So, now that all of this has been rectified, and we'll still need rectification because, like I said, I just realized that I wrote way stations instead of points. And station instead of way station. It's so fun being half sick.
Well, I guess it's just way station now.
y'all come back now, you hear?
So, Jorg, how are you doing? I feel like we have something in common. We both feel like we want to die tonight.
Yep.
All right.
He's constantly dying.
Speaking of, my nose is running.
Well, you better catch it. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry for that one.
Ooh.
Psychic damage for everyone, including me. So, the entire discussion of getting you up to date and how to name everything properly, and also her just writing down on a piece of paper the names of every single city, towns, and villages that are inside of this island chain, so that you can name them the way they have been named, but also reminds you that for most people there's always 5 settlements which they will recognize even if you don't name them by name. The 4 stations on each of the cardinal points and the process at the center of the island. So if you're ever stuck, just remember that you can always name those without knowing the names, and people won't think anything about it. And so with this long discussion, which I was able to do in 15 minutes. But in there, we'll say it took maybe 3/4 of an hour because you all had questions and you started practicing different ways of pronouncing different words. Well, for Remy, it's not so bad because he can only duplicate things that you've heard, and he can't just change the accents on everything he says. But for everyone else, you take a little bit of time to practice a little bit and pronounce things more properly.
Yeah, we'll just be Southern the whole time. It's a new place, guys. Don't worry about it.
That's the perfect moment to reinvent you.
So wait, how are we supposed to speak? Like just proper?
It's probably just a few pointers. It's most likely very similar to giving you a few examples of the variation which happened throughout time, because it's still common, but just think about it as, well,
Gotta learn the local slang.
yeah, how to pronounce thing according to them. It's sort of like you just moved to England, and now you're just realizing that everyone pronounced their A's differently.
Yeah, we're coming from California.
We're just like the letter R practically doesn't exist. But everyone still pronounces their T's.
Don't try. All right, so English accent, got it.
Well, who knows? Maybe this will attract viewers from England.
Well, I could push them away.
Hey, look, there's a new channel, and they just keep insulting us by making stupid imitation of our.
Let's
of our
hate watch
accents.
them. Let's hate watch them.
Let's flood their chat with stupid
Any
comments.
publicity is good publicity.
I think there's an executive producer at the Wizard of the Coast that won't agree with that statement. All right, so after the 2 hours, the train starts slowing down and eventually stops, and you find yourself at the westernmost station of the island on which you are. The one where you have to figure out exactly where is that checkpoint where Colin will have to be and learn how to operate everything that's in there so that he can let you pass when in 2 months you're gonna be asking for no, sorry. Audience says it's gonna be in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks when you ask for confirmation that you can go to the central island. Well, as you arrive, you are greeted once again by a few Mill-E's who are looking again for this group of travelers with a male tiefling among them. Fortunately, you are a group of travelers traveling with a female tiefling. So, they look at all of you briefly and they let you go. Of course, Sachet does change Audience's face so that he looks like a mangled hybrid between a dwarf and a gnome. And it apparently works, because the first time she rolled really high, so it's really convincing. And you all find yourself entering this new station which you have not explored before. But just like most towns, you quickly recognize where everything is. There is an inn, as always. There is a temple with a variety of deity inside. A few commerce in the town square, a smithy, a bakery, and one that you think is most likely for a anyone that can't have goods which stays outside all day, and a few shopping tents where those who can put their wear out throughout the day put their wear out there throughout the day. Can you imagine that?
All right, so we got a
No.
beef jerky shop. Then we have a swap meet. And,
Dill relish, get your dill relish
No!
here.
Get out of here.
Sorry, it's all they have.
Damn it.
And you hear Kobold arriving. So, my name is Pickles.
Oh my god. Still relish pickles. Oh my lord. Pickles are good. Just dill pickles. Anyways, keep going.
Well, that was his nickname when he was young, Dill. So now well, I'm letting you loose inside of this little town. You tell me what you do.
Tell you what.
Well, first we
Angry
loudly announce
booze.
that we have a pregnant person that we need to.
Oh yeah. We have a pregnant one.
We have a pregnant person in the group, and then everyone turns toward audience.
I think honestly, since our whole goal was that we don't want people to know where we are, probably we should be keeping a low profile.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Did we? Because I feel like I brought it up. I don't remember if we decided on anything related to it. Were we just gonna drop Colin off here and then immediately
Leave? Yes, that was the plan. But Khan's coming behind us, so we have a little bit of time here.
right?
You
he's
have
on the next thing.
probably something like 2 to 3 hours before he arrives.
I'm trying to think of any way we can help Khan in those 2 to 3 hours without also causing a scene.
Go back on the train and go with him.
No, I was more like anything that might help him in the future of infiltrating this place. But
Well, to be honest, it is past noon. So if you wait for him to arrive and you leave immediately, you'll be walking during the night in undead-infested woods. So
Okay, so I need to pick up some stuff. I'll talk to the party. I need to pick up some things for when we are going there, and just some things that I want for future stuff. So I might be trying to find a shop around here.
But what kind of stuff do you need?
Pulls out a list.
and checking it twice.
Relish.
So I need dill pickle relish. I need
Just to
sorry.
throw away.
yeah, just to throw away. I gotta spit in it. No, I wanted to get some stuff like maybe some torches because I'm out of them. Caltrops, 2 bags of flour, empty bottles, and some other things.
Well, empty bottles, that actually exists. So, glass bottles usually go for 2 gold apiece.
Empty bottles? Okay, how about this? I'm looking for anything that's cheap that's made out of glass.
Glass is not cheap in the Middle
glass
Ages.
is not cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, man.
Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
to make glass, you
I'll
need to
make.
heat up sand. That means you need a mix between a blacksmith and then after that, a glass blower.
All right. Well, don't people just throw away glass bottles anyways after they're done
No.
drinking?
Not in the Middle Ages. We do this here
Alright.
today.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's like barrels.
So I will go looking for some glass bottles if I could find some.
You can get cans.
No, I need glass.
Oh,
I'm just gonna go ahead and ask above table. Do these need to specifically be bottles, or can they be flasks?
It just needs to be glass. I'm gonna break the bottles.
You just need broken glass.
I need broken glass. That's what I need.
I could throw you through a
Why?
window.
I don't know
You'll
why.
see
This
why.
is so audience.
You'll see why. I just need the
I
broken
mean,
glass.
I'm not sure how I feel about, like you using them just to break them, but I do have presently in audience's dimensional storage 34 flasks.
I probably only need like 2 of them. It's not a big project that I'm trying to do. If you would let me use them, I would appreciate it.
And you owed him $225. I mean,
225, huh?
well, it's up to you, Remy. You want to...
Yeah, well, you hear me talking
I mean,
about
like,
this.
all those flasks are there specifically to well, largely they were taken to hold a specific liquid, but also other liquids. So, but we can spare 2
Yeah, I just need
so
2 of them.
until we suddenly run into it's like, oh man, if only we had
2 more.
34 flasks.
I need that. So I need those 2 flasks to make into broken glass, and then I need some flour, as much flour as I could find. Well, like a bag of flour. And then I need a climbing kit.
Are you trying to make a bomb?
Well, bags of flour are for the bomb, but the climbing kit is not, and the glass is not for the bomb.
See, I know where you're going with this. You do know I'm a baker. I know how flammable flour is.
But I do need those 2 bags of flour. And then I got the glass now, and I just need I need climbing kit. That's pretty much it.
Flour.
If I could find it around town. Because I don't have a kit at all. I don't have a Dungeoneer's kit. I don't have a...
Oh, goodness. All right, so...
You have the stuff that would be in the kit, though? Because, in D&D Beyond, if you get the kit, it doesn't give you the kit.
So, when I started off in the campaign being rescued...
And you didn't have anything because you were...
I had
rescued.
nothing.
Understandable.
I have a tinderbox, hemp rope, and a mess kit.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'm going to ask this. Are you trying to get a kit, or are you trying to get a pack? Because
Well, I'm trying to get some stuff from... Not all of it, but I'm trying to get some stuff. I just need, a climbing gear, basically. I'm not trying to get, a whole kit.
For example, hempen rope, pitons.
Yeah.
Okay,
there's
that's
also
more...
an actual climber's kit.
Well, the problem with the
It's
climber's kit
25
is that it
gold.
doesn't give the stuff that you think it does. It gives you a harness with a locking mechanism that keeps you from falling if you let go of the rope.
And I need caltrops, and that's all. That's everything I need. But we could figure that out. You could just keep it. Just know I need those things. I'll message you things that I need,
Damn. I don't have...
and you can message me how much.
Well, you can get a 35-pound... Is it 35-pound?
35 pounds is a
35
lot.
pounds of flour.
Yeah, it's because,
Comes in a
I speak
big
in
sack.
French, so I'm trying to figure out how much a 5-kilo bag of flour costs. I need to figure out how many
not
pounds
that
there
high.
are.
The rough
2.2.
conversion is 2.2.
Yeah, so just
Pounds per kilo.
2.2 pound per kilo. Okay.
yeah. A 5-pound pack, right? I'm looking for a 5-pound thing of flour.
All
See if
right.
it has
So that's
kilos
like
on
12
it.
and a half pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this means you can buy a. They can sell you a 5 kilos, not a 5 kilos, sorry, a 12-pound bag of flour for 2 silver and 4 copper.
Okay, sounds good.
Then he looks at you and says, "How about we make it 3 silver?" You said okay too quickly.
Three
You realize
silver.
you can pay more.
I don't know about that. What else do you have to? What else do you have here, sir?
Well,
What other cooking stuff do you have?
it's a bakery. So
Uh-huh.
there's
All right,
flour, there's
cinnamon
water,
rolls.
and there's salt.
Yeah. How about that
Do
and
you want salt?
no. The 12 pounds of flour and then I don't know, a cinnamon roll. Do you have cinnamon rolls here?
Oh, jeez. Well,
What's cinnamon?
that's pretty expensive. You're trying to get something that costs a lot. All right. Well, costs a lot for according to a peasant. Yeah, no, a good, girthy cinnamon roll. Thank you for
Okay.
watching on the screen like this, Remy.
Yeah.
He'll sell you one for 3 silver
Okay, altogether, how much is that?
with the bag and the cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
It really is a roll. Let's we go with 6 silver.
Okay, I'll hand him the 6 silver.
You're making guy very
Slowly though. Slowly.
Slowly.
Shaking. Like this is the last money I ever had.
You're spending
Why are
it
you
on-
spending on the
splurging
cinnamon
a-
roll then?
He's gonna die soon.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He's-
I just
he's
want my
splurging
I want
his
my
last
last
money
meal, guys.
before he Fix the bucket.
So I'll give him the. You said 6 silver. Okay.
Yeah. 3
Alright.
for the bag, 3 for the cinnamon roll.
I gotta look at my DM screen to see how much gold it is, because all I have is gold.
That's 0.6 gold.
0.6 gold. You can hand him a
0.6
gold
gold?
and ask for 4 silver
I'm not
back.
handing him a gold. He probably doesn't have change.
Why wouldn't he have 4 silver?
This is the equivalent of a town, you know? They sometimes receive wealthy people. This is
But I don't want to
probably
look like
why.
a wealthy person.
This is, well, you just asked for a bag of flour and a
You
cinnamon
don't want to
roll.
look like a wealthy, but you want to be like, I only have gold. Take my...
Yeah, you show up with gold. They're like, how much gold you got in that coin purse, sir? No.
It's like, you're the guy just like walks into a convenience store, like buys like $5 worth of candy or something. It's like, dang it, I only have 100.
Can you give me change for 100, please?
They say no because they think it's counterfeit.
damn.
You're laughing, but I did work at a bookstore, and they also sold a small Buddha figurines. They costed, I think, $1.50, and the guy gives me a $50 bill. He asked for change also.
Damn it.
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
So if I only have gold, I do have to pay him in gold and ask him for the change. Is that correct?
Yes, and he is going to give you
Alright.
4 silver.
All right, 4 silver. Okay. All right, I give it to him, and then I will take it and leave without wanting to hear anything
Well-
he says.
Ah, that's too bad. Did anyone come with you?
Yeah, did anyone come with me?
Remy,
I don't
Remy,
think
did
we're
you come
split
with
on shopping. We're
Tobiyashi?
probably waiting outside.
Oh yeah, they're outside.
All right. Well, this means as
Does he
Tob-
say anything before I leave?
Well, yeah, that's You said you didn't want to listen to what he was saying, so Fisher, as Tobiashi leaves the store very hastily, you hear the owner saying, Sir, I was about to give you this little mint. All right. Goodbye.
He's
want
saying
a
your
mint.
breath stinks, Toby.
Yeah, I haven't brushed my teeth in forever, guys. Okay, that's it from here.
No, I mean,
guys-
for a peasant, you're a really good customer right now. You paid a lot, and this is good business for him. That's why he
That's
just
good.
gave you a candied mint. But you didn't want it, so, you know.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't need a mint. My breath will stink for the rest of the day. Anyways, you guys, I'll look over to Sachet. I'll be like, do you know anywhere I could get climbing stuff? Like batons and things like that? Pitons?
Etons.
Wait,
We're not going up
Batons?
into the mountains, right?
I think you want to climb the spire.
No, this is just in case. This
Okay.
is gear that I should have gotten before.
Or we can bomb a hole in the bottom of the spike.
Python, 5 copper each.
Python, that's what it's called.
Well,
5
that-
copper each?
That's how I pronounce them. Pythons. that's because I
Kitten
also
is
speak
also
French, you know.
acceptable.
Toby, you could try that store over there that's called I Just Keep On Falling Down. It looks like it might sell some climbing gear.
Pythons are made out of metal, so most likely you will find them at the blacksmith.
Alright, I'll go there then. Ask him.
There's probably also somewhere a general goods store. So,
I think I trust the blacksmith more.
okay.
We'll go there.
Well, he has a small reserve of metal things that he can sell you. How many do you want?
Hello. How much usually comes in a pack? Is it like 7?
Well,
8?
it doesn't say how many of them there are in a pack. It only says that each one
I
weighs.
have 10.
You have 10? Okay. Let me get 12 just cuz.
All right.
I
Then,
just want to have a few more.
Yeah. Just in case.
He's shorter, so he needs.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
shit. That's how that works. Don't worry about it.
then in
Don't
that
worry about the
case,
specifics.
In that case, you owe him 6 silver, and don't forget, each python is a quarter of a pound. And it goes cling, cling, cling when you're walking if you don't secure them properly.
Luckily, I have this crazy
I'll
thing.
put them in my bag.
Oh,
My
I was going
my
to say,
bag.
I also have a thing that makes it so items make no noise. But
You know what? I don't have the dimensional storage on
Is
me
this-
all the time. Okay.
Sorry, is this the same guy that kept walking around with a huge sack of change that just went until you?
yeah,
finally
but that
got
was to
rid of
let
it?
people know I was rich.
Also, do you have any do you have like a bag of caltrops maybe?
Ooh, that's specialized equipment. I can't say he can't say that he has any right now, but he could possibly have some made. It's gonna take a few days.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'll just buy these pitons.
All right,
How much is it? You said
6 silver for 12.
okay. I'll give it to him.
You mean you give him a gold?
I give him 4. I was gonna
No,
say
you
4
actually-
silver.
Oh, you
Uh,
have to have silver. Right, you have silver now.
Yeah, I give him
Well, he's
4
got
silver
Yeah,
and
you
1
just
gold
said-
piece.
Holy.
So we can.
So he gives you 8 silver. Well, just to be mean, he gives you 7 silver and 10 copper.
7 silver. Okay.
And 10 copper.
All right, that's fine. And copper.
Maybe it's
That's
just
fine,
maybe
that's
his eye is just twitching on the other side.
Watch him go
About all
from
these
left
exchanges.
to right.
Okay, and
Sachet
then I
just looking at
need-
him running left and right. And does he always do this?
Not this specifically. It's always something though.
Oh, okay.
It's always something.
I want to go to just like a general store, basically. I just need to pick up 2 more things.
Torches, right?
Yeah, torches, chalk, and a candle.
All right.
Toby, I swear to God, if I wake up and you're summoning a demon, I'm not going to be happy.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Don't worry about it.
All right. So you said you want. No, it's stuck
I just
in my
need-
mind.
Yeah, I just need torches, chalk, and a candle.
All right. Chalk is easy. 1 copper. A candle. It's 1 copper each. 1 copper? Dad, candles are supposed to cost a lot more than this.
How much do you want them to cost?
You don't
At least 2
want
coppers.
them to cost how much? Okay.
At least 3 coppers? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Fine.
I said 2, but yeah, go 3 copper. That's good.
Alright. So I want 2 of them, so that's 6.
Toby, why are you creating inflation in our game?
It's not inflation. I'm giving back to the community right now, sir. And then I need
Inflation, it's tipping.
Yeah, it's tipping. I need
shit.
3 torches, right? Or
Torches,
you know what?
torches.
What would be better, a torch or a lamp, guys?
Well, lamp
lasts
lasts longer.
Okay. I'll get a
Also,
lamp.
use the
Remy
oil
has
for
a
it.
lamp.
He even has 2.
I'm not.
I offered one to the party.
Oh yeah, huh? All right.
Yeah, you
I don't need that then. All right. Let me manage my inventory. That's it. That's all the shopping I need to do.
Sachet just looks at all of you and says, "And you say you've been adventuring for a while."
Well, we have. He's been locked on an island being tortured.
Oh, okay. That explains it. All right.
I got flour
guess-
too.
We could
Oh
probably.
wait, I can't add flour into there, huh?
I'm pretty sure flowers in D&D Beyond.
It's not.
Yes, flour by the pound.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
This is how I was able to calculate the cost. It states
look
here
up?
that a pound of flour is equal to copper piece.
And when I look up flour, it says no results.
Well, it says flour or chicken. It's in trade goods.
Trade goods.
Oh, they might not have the actual like item as an item in D&D Beyond,
Oh.
but it is
Yeah,
in
no.
the books.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just write it into my notes.
For your record, Toby, the lantern in question was a hooded lantern.
Okay, that's fine. If I could have it, Remy. Thank you.
And
Like, oh no, whatever will Raimi do without his mundane lantern?
Or without the normal boring one.
All right, so we got that. I give the cinnamon roll to audience.
I appreciate it, Toby.
Well, audience, being a cook, you actually are aware of the cost of spices. Cinnamon costs a lot. So he's giving
I
you
think
some-
to myself that perhaps that wasn't the item I would have bought if I was trying to keep a low profile, but at a big. But
I mean,
I appreciate the gesture. The cinnamon roll.
oh god. Meanwhile, off to the side, Raimi, in his mental list, has written Tobayashi's name in blood.
You know,
Thank you, Toby.
he-
It does not take a
No
lot
problem.
to get on Raymond's
he
bad
has a
side.
book similar to Sachet's book, but he writes name in blood in it.
I'll break some off of the cinnamon roll and offer it to Sachet. Do you want any cinnamon roll?
Oh wow, it's been a really long while since I had any. I mean, my father used to give me some when I was traveling with him. It's been years. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will also break some off and offer it to Remy.
So he doesn't write Sashay's name in his blood
No,
book.
because I'm nice and I like Remy.
But you can just imagine the blood quill was about ready, but then it raised.
Remy, would you like some cinnamon roll?
So almost as quickly as you offer it, it's like been swiped out of your hand and into Remy's. It's like,
And he eats it like a bird.
And then, Jorg, do you want any cinnamon roll?
Hell yeah.
All right, I'll break off a smaller piece for Jorg. I don't like him as much.
Okay, I have all the
Jordan
stuff I need for the
notice.
ritual.
You got bad insight.
look, cinnamon rolls go against the natural order. If anything, audience is being respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure I would offer you cinnamon roll, but you don't eat, so.
Wow, rude. Making. Yeah, no, okay. Fair enough.
You hear from inside of you Taranad saying, "Wow, you're such a good parent. Maybe your worm would like one. I don't know."
I don't want to spoil it.
My kid gets no sweets.
After we leave the goods store or the general item store, it's Dick's Sporting Goods. I'd whisper over to the audience. I'm like, so where are we staying for the night? Well, not night until he gets
I
here.
didn't know if we were staying. I mean, he's gonna be here. How long do your shopping take? Like 30, 45 minutes?
Probably, yeah.
So he's gonna be here within like 2 hours. I don't think we need to stay anywhere. I was gonna take this time to maybe draw a preliminary map of the city and some general points of interest for him, just to help him out when he got here. So I was just gonna walk around the
Okay.
city a bit.
Well, I mean, we found a lot of the places, so I mean.
Yeah, I've been marking them down. You
All
can
right,
see
all
a
right.
little sketch audience been making.
I'm
How
gonna
good is
go. Yeah, how good is it? Perfect. Can you give me a performance
But
check,
do you want me
please?
to roll a dexterity roll? I don't know, or sleight of hand?
Performance.
Wouldn't that be sleight of hand?
No, there actually is a proficiency. It's cartography. So,
Oh yeah.
I don't have that
Calligraphy.
proficiency.
Or no, cartography would, yeah, map.
It's
So what would that be?
Well, you don't have the tools. You don't have the proficiency.
I could give you assistance in it since I'm kind of okay at it, but I don't have proficiency in it.
I mean, this has been a very crude preliminary sketch, but
Yeah. Anybody getting the
I'd
sketch
go
out
with
of.
I'd go with intelligence because you don't have to make something that's very artistically impressive. So not dexterity
that was
and
the
not
wrong
wisdom.
stat to pick for me. But
Yeah.
okay.
I give you advantage.
You give
Or-
the advantage?
I have a +1 if you want me to do it.
I mean, I was already doing it, so I don't think I can have you
That's
do it.
That's fine. That's fine.
How do we feel about a 2?
Hmm.
Well, am I rolling with advantage or not with advantage?
Well, if I'm helping you, right?
If he's helping you, you can roll with advantage.
That's a nat 20. Get them out early on strong on important things.
I want to hear how Tobiyashi turned this into a nat 20.
All right, so I pull out the maps that I already have because I have a copy of the map of the city that we were in, the dwarven city, and I have a copy of a couple other maps that I have. I secretly take out my scroll case and then pull out some of the papers that are in there. Look at the maps that I have, and then look at where we've been, and kind of base it off of what I've taken before, off of like roads and stuff like that. Since I used to travel a lot in my pilgrimages,
So
and I'm just like,
you're-
no, not right
so
there, not right there, like right
While
there.
you're
right there.
drawing inspiration from Tobiyashi as you're trying to draw, you hear Sashay go, Oh, that's such a pretty cat.
With a nat 20?
No, with the 2. So it's the combination of everything. Now suddenly, audience feels like he needs to impress her because he's not drawing a cat.
It's like that.
I'll say, watch this cat turn into a map.
Yeah.
It's like that pottery scene. I like go behind audience and grab her and
Oh, good. Yes.
guide him. I'm just like,
Yes.
Audience isn't wearing a shirt or pants.
And then
Grab my rippling muscles, guide my hand.
yeah, like grab him by his waist with my left hand and then grab the pin with my right hand. And I'm
And
just
then
like
suddenly,
guiding him.
as Tobiyashi unfold all of these maps, and you don't have time to figure out a map
is
of
which,
what is what, but you find one that looks mostly like the village that's here. You know, there's a few differences. The shop aren't in the same places, and the temple is round instead. So this one is slightly square, but you know. You look at Shishay, she's looking away. You just put the piece of paper on top of Tobiyashi's map and you start copying it. You make a few modifications.
Yeah, you just take the map, modify it a little bit, put the names of different places in different areas.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that took me a long time. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, and I'll be like, see, it's an excellent map.
Oh, wow. You're right. I thought it was the head of the cat, but it's actually the smithy. Impressive. And the tail, it's actually the street that's going off in that direction over there?
Yeah.
I put away my maps and papers and stuff like that back into my scroll case.
All right.
Shove
How
it
long
into
did
my body.
drawing that map take?
Well, when she turned around and looked at that's right. Tobiyashi has a letter that he promised to give her. That's the perfect moment to draw her attention somewhere else while he's copying the map.
I left all the papers with the audience after giving them a few tips, and I'm like, hey, I have this letter for you. I don't know what it says. The kid gave it to me. This is for you.
So you
I'll
have a few
hand it to
minutes
her.
while she's reading it.
Yeah.
All right. And Mormon, how long do we now have to wait?
Well, with Tobiyashi's shopping list, with your attempt at making a cat that looks like a town, and a little bit of arguing, probably an hour has gone by, so you figure he's probably just gotten to the train station right now. Colin will probably be here in 2 hours and a half.
Okay.
And you just realize that Jorg has fallen asleep on a bench.
All right. I'll be like, why don't we go to an inn, have some low drinks, and just kind of keep our, keep the attention low on us until Khan gets here.
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, especially since now that people are starting to come back in. Yeah, it would probably be a bit weird if you, did something that's not like everyone else. That's a good idea. But it would probably be a good idea if we at least went and checked out the border station over there. The one that's actually not connected to the railroad.
Go
Okay.
check it out. I don't
We can
mind.
go check it out.
But you can go take... You have time. You can go take a drink. Here, why not? I'll go there. Don't worry about it. I'll do my best to make a drawing that's as good as yours.
Thank you.
I'll...
But we probably shouldn't leave you on your own, so...
We'll go there and then get a drink.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I think Jorg is a little bit bored. I'll take him with him. I'll take him with me.
All right, Jorg. I'll pull Jorg to the side a little bit. I'll be like, Jorg, if you let her die and a god kills me, I'm coming back to haunt you.
Nothing will happen on my watch.
Wait, the dragon. That sounded so wrong. The dragon kills me.
No, the god. No, her
It's
god's
not
gonna
his-
kill
yeah.
me.
Oh, her god. Okay.
Well, I hope for your sake the dragon is a stronger god than he is. Just kidding, I'm not gonna let anything happen.
Spicy. No, that's canon now. It happened.
Is this a joke? No, sorry.
They just start fist fighting in the street.
No. I'll leave Jorg.
sorry.
I'll leave Jorg with her, and then we'll all go over towards. I'll head with the rest of the group towards the end.
All right. So you and Jorgen Sachet goes to take a few notes from this other train station, the one that seems to not be connected, but as you're walking you do realize that it is connected, but there's a junction that needs to be taken care so the train can actually move directly there, and you get a feeling that that's probably how they transfer from the normal railroad system to the one connected to the spire. And meanwhile, audience Tobiashi, Remy, and Fisher go inside of the tavern and order something to drink while looking around. Get a feel of who's there and what sort of gossip they might be talking about. What sort of gossip might be spreading in town. You hear a few rumors about travelers coming from far away. You hear a lot of people talking about this group of people that have attacked a group of millies while walking on the road next to the railroad, and get a feeling that that's why they're looking for a group with a male tiefling.
I would ask, do you know where the attack occurred? Don't want to get caught up in that area.
It was it's half elf that answers you. It's a little more to the south. Just after. Oh, okay, hold on. I'll take a map to have it better.
As they're talking, I sneak away and instantly go. No, just fine. I'm kidding.
It was maybe 10 or 20 miles north of the southern station. A lot of people think that they just arrived from the neighboring island and they're going up. So they've been adding security throughout the entire railroad going from the southern station to the process.
Sorry.
That's wild.
Oh, they nearly managed
Said it was
to...
a group of people?
Yeah, they nearly managed to stop a train.
Dang.
And you have to be well equipped if you want to stop a train in motion, especially with all the defenses and the arbalists that are inside of the train. An arbalist can decapitate you quite easily. The person next to him, that's just a myth. No, I've heard it, I've seen it. Just one shot from their crossbow and bam, the guy didn't have any head.
Do you know if did they kill a tiefling or was it just a melee unit that went down?
No, they actually managed to take out 3 melee 3 melee is on the way. No one says if anyone died. I'm probably sure that there is at least one survivor if they keep looking for that tiefling. So he's probably the one who survived. Could also be linked to one of the rebel groups.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well,
they are often better equipped, and they've been known to attack trains, especially when they are arriving from another island. You know, when the trains are a little bit more vulnerable because the security inside has been lulled into a feeling of security because you're just about to happen, and then bam, they arrive with their floating machines and just attack a train, and they just blow up the bridge in front of them. You hear one going, if they'd blown up the bridge, the train wouldn't have been able to arrive, no? I mean, those tracks are enchanted, no? I'm sure they just repair immediately. You know, and just go, that's not how magic works. How would you know? You get the feeling that there is a little bit of exaggeration, a little bit of...
Maybe propaganda.
Yeah. And probably a little bit of truth, because the Millies are actually looking for a group with a male tiefling, so...
Well, cheers to not being one of those guys. I'm just gonna keep with my fishing. That sounds too wild for me.
Oh, you're a fisher then. Then
Yeah.
he starts asking you questions about the biggest fish you ever caught, and
Trout. 25 pounds.
damn.
That was wild. I'd help him. I point over to Fisher. I'm like, I'd have him help me reel it in because, you know, I'm not that strong. But that was a good payday. Good payday.
Wow. I mean, and you have enough money to have one of them to yourself?
Well, he's not mine. He's just been helping me with some stuff recently.
Oh.
Mostly, he was hired by the people that I sell fish to help me
yeah.
acquire the fish. Yeah. So.
All right.
But yeah, thank you for the chat. I appreciate it.
Sure.
I'll turn around and start drinking to myself.
Nice sword in your background, Jorg.
That's a green screen. Don't worry about it. It's not his room.
And your,
your mic is muted.
You're muted, or your microphone is up.
Yeah, thank you. Was my background not going to come back? Oh well.
Actually, it works actually quite nice for your class, because I do believe this can be considered a centaur. So it actually is a sword that Jorg could have.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's technically a falchion, but it's
Oh, okay.
not.
Close enough. Bendy sword.
Uh-huh.
Bendy sword.
Wow, are you comparing scimitars and falchions as a sword elitist? I find that very offending. No.
And darker falchions do a lot of damage. I've never seen a scimitar in Dungeon.
I don't know how to get change my.
Well, it's actually the double point that has me seeing this a bit more as a mix between the two swords, because falchion usually... I actually have a friend who has a falchion, so...
Once the guy leaves, I lean over to Toby and go, "You're lucky that guy doesn't know anything about fishing either, because a 25-pound trout is insane."
It is. I know what a 25-pound trout looks like.
There aren't 25-pound trout.
What do you mean? I swear there has to be one. You know how many? I bring out a book from. It's a fable book. You look right there. Right there. It says 25-pound trout.
That's not a trout.
An adult
It also
trout
under the
can weigh
sentence
up to
under it, it says
more
it
than
was made of
50
solid
pounds.
gold and grants 3 wishes.
Yeah, and you notice
Fisher,
that...
for your name being Fisher, I don't think you know anything about fish.
Also, as a druid, I know there are a lot of giant regular animals in the wild.
Yeah, but you notice that the writers of the book that Tobiash is showing is called Grim and Grim. So
My druid knowledge says that they can weigh more than 50
Wait,
pounds.
wait, wait, you're not here. You're not with us.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
yeah.
You don't know why, but you're talking about fish with Sachet as she's scouting the place.
Did you know a
Yeah.
trout could weigh
No,
up
it
to
turns out
55
I've left-
pounds?
I've left my dog with you guys so I can just snoop it in the conversation. And so I'm just telling her all the facts about trout that you guys are arguing about.
Your friend is very good at making sure that
Google,
you
let me
don't
down.
draw any attention, huh?
I'm letting you down.
Oh, Google let me down. I googled it before telling Toby it was wrong, and it told me they get to be like 8 pounds, and then I just googled it again.
Typically weigh
27
8 pounds.
pounds.
That's like trout in like a place where they go to fish. Like I don't know. Like I've been to places where you fish at, where it's like a bunch of trailers around there, and they dump the fish in there.
Fishmasters.com.
Yeah.
I've,
And don't
told-
trust
Talk
fish
about
masters.
I've told you before, Fisher. Wikipedia is not a good author. Doesn't give reliable.
What is this Wikipedia you're talking about? What
The
is
author,
this like a?
Wikipedia. He's a famous
Oh,
author.
okay,
But
yeah,
his
huh.
sources are kind of unreliable. No.
That's true. That's true.
That's
Hold
fair
on,
enough.
their
I don't
full name
really
is
remember
Dr.
anything
Dr.
about my fishing
Wikipedia.
days.
All right.
I didn't even know. You know, the whole risk was me saying there was trout in these parts.
That's what he was worried about, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So, while you're all arguing with fish and Jorg is giving Sachet the play-by-play discussion about fish. And she just listens to this, you know, and actually finds it interesting. She just looks at you and says, "You know, I don't mind. I can actually tell him right now the problem with everything he's saying. He did give me his name.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like he got away with it this time, but if they get into hot water, I'll let you know.
Okay. At least he didn't talk about the sea serpents. Now everyone would have known. 25-pound sea serpent, that's a really lightweight.
Hardly an egg at that point. Do they lay
More like a
eggs?
tadpole.
Tadpole, that makes sense.
Man, I forgot to grab a fishing pole to make this story true. That's what I need.
Hey, we wouldn't bring our fishing poles to the bar with us. It'd stay back there.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh?
Also,
They stay on the
depending
cart.
the kind of fish and the kind of boat, there's a decent chance you're probably using a net, not a pole.
Yeah.
Sure, I just wouldn't want to be a fisherman here. This is where all the leviathan spawns.
Also, yeah,
might
your
come
pole
from.
would be on your boat.
You know what, Fisher? You're too nitpicky to be a fisherman. Okay, I've had it up to here.
Here, Toby, why don't you
I'm
have
sorry.
a drink? Why don't you have a drink
That's
and
just-
calm down a little bit?
All right, all right.
But the very few
another
good
drink.
memories of my past are
Of
about-
fishing. Okay.
I'll offer him my mug. It's just full with like knockout drink.
Oh my lord!
I'm kidding.
just Everclear.
Everclear.
Clear.
It's the Dragonborn special, you know.
Yeah, I drink. No, it's the one that we gave Fisher that day.
Yeah.
That would just
I
kill
take
you.
another drink
That
of
would
my
just
mug.
All right. So on your side, Jorg, you accompany Sachet as she's sketching out the place and taking a few notes, and you know, trying to make sure that Calm doesn't arrive there and just finds himself completely surprised by the environment. You notice she's quite good at drawing. She doesn't need assistance from Tobiyashi. And the thing doesn't look like a cat. It actually looks like a building. But, you know, it's slightly artistic, but you recognize everything. There's a building, you recognize the entrance, you see the railroad. She does take a few notes. There seems to be someone sitting on the other side of the window. maybe do a little stealth roll. See if anybody sees you while you're spying this place.
Hey, where'd George go?
He's right
Just
there.
remember, if you throw your smoke bomb right at your feet when you roll the stealth roll, you have advantage.
Yeah, because it's not suspicious at all when there's a sudden cloud of smoke.
Yeah, I got a 16.
16, all right. Oh wow, okay. You're really good at this scouting stuff. You know, you rolled a 16, she rolled a natural 20, and the guard
Ooh.
rolled a natural 1. So
Damn, we're naturals.
you even have a moment where you're walking and you're trying to take a peek at the window, and you just turns around and you face to face, looking at one another, and then you just
position myself like his reflection, and he just
yeah, something like that. It just goes, whoa, do I look like this? I really need to shave.
There's lag in his reflection. What is that?
Damn, I need to drink coffee that's not that strong. I feel all jittery. It feels like I'm moving slower in the glass than I actually am.
I'm so fast, faster than light itself.
Running around at the speed of... Sorry.
So, you turn back and you go, oh, and you have Suchet in front of you looking at you. Well, you know what they say. There's those who have luck and those who have skill.
I hope I know which one I am.
Well, in this case, I think it was a bit of both.
Let's see, that's true.
So, did you see anything interesting inside?
Just the guard.
Oh, I would have liked to have a.
Did I see anything more detailed? I
Make
figured that'd be pretty preoccupied.
Well, all right. Hold on. Passive perception for Jorg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That is 17.
That would count. You know, it's really just a flash look at that you got. Well, yeah, you give her a small description of everything that you saw in there. There's a desk. There's a large apparatus at the on the other side. You get the feeling that it probably has to do with the railroad. There are levers and even a few buttons. There appears to be a small orb, and from your experience, orbs usually you can usually see things through orb or talk through orbs, so it's probably
Orbs are more than meets the eye.
yeah. And just like a cat, you throw one in front of audience, you need to smash it. So yeah, you give her a very short but not a bad description with a passive perception of 17. You give a good snapshot of what's inside. Not a lot of details, you know. You don't remember the color of the buttons, and you don't remember what the guard was eating, but
Yeah. But that's good enough, hopefully.
well, it's better than nothing. Imagine if your friend just had to arrive here and then suddenly found itself in front of a machine that he didn't know he was going to have to face.
Hopefully he'll find out what that machine does.
Well, he did stay behind to take a few books and start reading about those. So yeah, no, probably it's hopefully all of this is going to be very useful, and You never know. Just the fact that he knows what kind of machine to expect might narrow his research. And if he ever needs to go back to the library, he might actually know exactly what he's looking for now that he knows what the machine might look like. And we'll be gone for at least a week, if not 2, so he might actually go back there when things have died down.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I know that I'm trying to keep you active. It helps to stay awake.
It does.
But I can also hear you, and it's a familiar sound.
Yeah.
A month ago, I was about the same.
It's not great.
No. All right, so you go back with her. And meanwhile, audience, Tobiashi, Remy, and Fisher are talking about fish, talking about alcohol, trying to push Tobiashi to get smash out drunk.
Drink my whole tankard.
I think we're audience is jokingly trying to. Fisher is actively trying to prevent that from happening.
Constitution check, right?
It's just well, if you want to make it a contest, it's persuasion versus persuasion, Fisher versus audience.
All right, let's see it.
Uh-oh.
We got this easy. I've got a -1. Audience has what, like a +6, 8?
Yeah.
Well, he's been rolling poorly recently with his persuasion.
14.
Okay.
Hey.
That's not bad.
No. What about audience?
I
24.
Nope, an 11. You are correct.
Damn.
Poorly.
Yeah.
All right, I slow down on my drinking then.
Well, yeah, it means you don't actually drink enough to have to make a Constitution saving throw. Fisher manages to... No, come on, look at what he's giving you. It's brown. It's clearly a type of whiskey. It's not water.
All right, okay, I guess. I'll sip on it.
And then suddenly the audience gives you another one. And no, don't worry, this one is safe. And Fisher just looks at you. The wall is losing... The paint on the wall is just falling off. There's something magical about this alcohol. Come on.
We're
Look.
trying to not make a scene here. Getting
Yes.
blackout drunk is
But the less
Gonna make
less
a scene.
Toby can actually talk, the less chance this scene will be made.
but
You see, that's why you take him to a brothel.
Make his mouth full of something else. I got you. No, but I mean,
It'd be Toby's first.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I think it would be audiences first also. He jokes about being very successful to women, but I don't think audience has been to a brothel before. It's not very lawful
We
good.
no.
He might.
Audience has been to the priest's room. No. No.
that took me a
goodness.
second. That's dark.
Alright.
Anyways, I keep
And
drinking.
slightly historically accurate, but never mind that.
No.
Look, the church has been very kind to preschoolers. Preschoolers.
Not in the Middle Ages. But,
Alright. Moving on.
We wait, right? We wait until Kong gets here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're hanging out until Kong gets here or Seshay and Jordan get back. Hopefully until Seshay and Jordan get back.
Well, they're probably going to be coming back before Calm arrives.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So,
Something just
I hear an echo.
I
Sorry,
did hear
yeah,
an
that was
echo
me.
as well.
So probably after 45 minutes of fighting between Fisher and audience trying to get Tobiyashi drunk, and Fisher mostly arriving to wake up Fisher about the fact that, no, look, there's a drop that fell on the table and it's burning the table. That's alcohol.
Maybe it's just strong water. Seltzer.
Drink this bottle of water. Don't worry about it.
And then Raimi just absorbing all of these images, trying to figure out, when am I going to have a chance to give that again?
God damn it.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Look, he's already gained like quite the repertoire of things to share on GnomeTube when he gets back. He's still definitely holding on to Tobiyashi falling off the ship.
By the way, Ruby, I just want to let you know I run GnomeTube. Okay, you can give
He's
me
like-
your ideas, but this was
He's
my
like the
creation.
person, instead of helping, he just pulled out his orb and like started filming me.
I'm the main streamer on GnomeTube. Okay, don't take.
Well, isn't that what
I
we
feel
do
like
today?
I feel like you got it started, but I feel like it's gotten taken out of your hands at this point.
All right. So, after 45 minutes of this...
Did I freeze?
No.
No.
You're good.
You're good.
Does it feel like
Thank you.
we didn't respond to something you said?
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
I think
he did.
he's frozen.
He'll
No.
be
We can
back.
hear you. If you can't hear us.
No, he left the call.
Oh.
Good riddance. Just kidding.
You
Sorry,
do
Sam,
realize that we are still live, meaning that he can.
He can still hear you.
Nothing happened in the last 5 seconds. Don't worry about it,
Give me
audience.
enough cinnamon roll.
All
I
right.
am.
All right, he's giving us the message. All right, well, that feels like a good place to take our break, because I feel like Jarg is about to die, so we are going to give him a chance to
I gotta get some mac
reassess
and
the
cheese.
situation and figure out if he can finish this session, and
I
we're going to
think I'm
try
gonna
to
call it
get
a night.
audience back in the call. Alright, so Valenvie is there, so we're going to make her proud and give her ducks. Here we go. We got
I'm
ducks.
gonna go get some mac and cheese.
Mm,
Alright.
get some
Alright. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Bye. Hello and welcome back. Well, as you can see, Jorg died. So he will be played by his picture tonight.
I forgot to use my lay on hands on him. My bad. He had to leave us.
Yeah, you know. Just
Yeah,
5 points
hazmat
of lay
just
on
left.
hand and it removes a disease, but you didn't.
I didn't. I forgot to. It's my fault.
So disappointed in you. Alright.
Disappointed!
Well, that means that when you come back, you know, for some reason, Jorg has wrapped himself in his weird, out-of-this-world blanket that slightly smells of pine, and he looks like he slipped and fell into a lake, and Sachet just helps him inside of the inn.
Sachet, were you too much for him? Could he not handle the conversation?
In that sense, maybe. I don't know. I didn't know I had this kind of powers with people.
Got too wet.
He was just...
No, sorry. I was like, I could say something really fucked up right now to Sachet, but I'm not going to. You could be like, damn, guess you are. I could be like, damn, guess you are just bad. Can't even hold a conversation without someone without scaring them off. No, I'm not gonna say that. Not gonna cause more psychological damage.
You know, he was just not paying attention, and he literally stepped in the fountain.
Mm.
See, you can hear still ducks laughing. I'm gonna close.
The sad part is that he had just cast Speak with Animals just before the event, so he knows exactly what the ducks are saying.
That's why he didn't
People
come
are
back.
cold.
You know, he was too ashamed of what the ducks were saying.
So Shay just sees me eating really good mac and cheese.
Were you guys able to scope out the thing, the place?
Well, actually, yes, a bit. And your friend is actually quite imaginative to make sure that someone doesn't realize they're being spied on. I've never seen that tactic before. I think he said it's like doing the mirror in front of the person. I honestly didn't know that this could even be a thing.
I'm glad that you guys were able to work it out. You've been drinking, some more than others.
I mean,
So
I'm
maybe
just
not as much.
I'm just chowing down on this mac and cheese as they're talking.
Well, it's actually a weird kind of mealworm that have been coated
Yeah.
in some sort of...
And cheese. Yeah. That's what I was expecting because that's kind of what it looks like. So I was just like, it's like their version of mac and cheese. But I'm a bit drunk to where I accept what I'm eating.
Someone just said, it's
All
pasta and cheese.
Well, we probably have Khan coming here fairly soon. So
Oh, yeah. I guess he'll be here within an hour. Well, so in the meantime, did we decide what we are going to do? Are we going to take a room or leave as soon
I
as
thought
they
we were
arrive?
just gonna leave. I thought we were just gonna leave.
Well,
but
like I
had
said, I don't mind. I guess walking in a group, and I think some of you can actually see in the dark. It does cover us a little bit, but you know, we'd be walking in the wild at night. I mean, it's when the Naftans are the most active, also. But you know, they'd probably interfere with a fight once it started, not before it starts.
Mm-hmm.
I pull up my fork with the mealworm on it and just like wiggling around. I'm like, it would be nice to have a room for us to talk in and make the whole plan and everything. But I'm down for whatever anybody else wants to do, and I just take a big old bursting bite of that mealworm.
I thought we already made a plan, Toby.
Kinda, but you know.
I mean, there's only so much of a plan we can have made. We're kind of leaving Colin here to make his own plan for here as we
That's
move
what I'm
on to
saying.
the next
When he gets here, what is he gonna do? Okay, so
he's
he
going to
has to
have 2 weeks approximately
To figure it out.
figure it out.
No,
well,
he
we're going to
won't,
move
'cause-
on.
Wait a
and-
minute. Oh, kind of like talking in a like hush tone, right?
Well, I assume that's what you've all been doing for a while.
Yeah. Well, a little bit
Since-
more than normal.
Since Fisher managed to prevent you from getting drunk, I've been assuming you can.
Yeah, I'll
talk.
hush tone everybody a little bit more and be like, but what about? We heard about if somebody replaces a train station employee, that they might get attacked. What if he gets attacked? How is he going to survive that long? He has 2 weeks to figure it out, but once we go, if we go immediately, he's going to be by himself getting
Yeah.
attacked.
That's kind of on him to figure out.
That's
We have to do
mean.
our part.
What do you mean?
Okay. Well,
Like,
Toby,
we can't help
like,
him
what
anyway.
else
We're
can we
not
do?
gonna help our fellow
needs-
fucking. He's
he-
part of the garden. What? We're not gonna help him
Okay.
out.
Okay,
The elephant
so-
knows their trunk better than anyone.
What
Yeah.
he said. I'm not sure what he said, but I think it's a good thing.
this is called delegating. Right? We need somebody there when at the moment we leave from somewhere else, we need somebody here. That needs to be somebody.
I'm worried about how he's gonna survive. That's my whole thing.
I'm worried too.
After? Or
But
Yes,
I have
after.
I'm worried
We have
too.
to-
but
we have to narc-
We
we
have
have
to
to-
have hope and faith in him.
we can't come back for him.
I have faith in him. It's just like you heard about what happened with the people who attacked the Milla units and everything. They didn't even
Yeah.
get the train down.
I know.
You think one person is going to be able to hold his own
Well, that's
against
why-
people attacking him
Civ is joining.
from here? So we're
That's-
leaving Civ here too, right? Is that what you're saying?
I believe that's what we told him.
we were gonna have Civ follow us later.
You
But not
told
here.
you
Right.
told Civ to stay with him until he
Got to the station.
got back with
Okay,
you, and
yeah.
then Civ is going to follow you. That's what you had said.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I
what I
think-
was asking Fisher. I'm like, so Civ is staying with him here,
No,
right?
Civ is not staying with him. He will be on his own.
But
I don't feel right.
there's nothing we can do about it, though,
Yeah.
right? Someone, if it's not him,
It's
It's
somebody else.
somebody else.
And I have
Because
as
once,
much.
once he does his job and we go, we can't swing back here and pick him up.
Unless you think you can make friends with someone inside of a few days, a friend that you are absolutely sure will not betray you.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I don't know. If we gotta
I-
leave him, we gotta leave him.
Toby, we're not gonna be able to make friends
It's-
with someone that with that much trust. In a
I
couple
bring
days.
up my hands. I'm like, it's for the greater good. Then we have to do it.
Don't think you need the air quotes there.
You know what, Fisher? You
And
don't know what it
he's-
means. I do not.
I mean, you're not wrong. But,
I know what it means.
like, if we succeed, he comes out with us. Like, once we
Speculatively.
get the thing down, he'll get pulled out with us.
Maybe.
Like
So we're
I
not
said,
really
speculatively. Speculatively. Sorry.
If anything, it's less
Right?
it's if this will make you feel better, he will be in less danger than we will.
What do you mean? Okay.
Well, according
He
to
has
what
to-
you said, you want to go to the Spire. He's
We're
going to be
going to the
here on the
Spire.
shore. I mean,
Yeah.
Just
Well, yes.
messing with an
Okay.
outpost
he has
and
the
then
less
he-
dangerous job.
just
Yeah.
needs to go hide.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
You see
assaulting.
how hard it was for him to hide before Civ went and got him?
Civ
Or no,
didn't go
not
and
Civ
get
went
him.
and got him. But how long it took him to survive the whole outer area without us?
I mean, I think that the fact that he did
Yeah.
is why we
Proves
can
that he
leave
could stay
him.
here. I
Yeah,
don't know. The
I
thing
feel
is
like
that it's a human.
nothing here survives outside of the cities. It seems.
It's a life. I just don't want him to die automatically. But if it works, it works. I'm just speaking what I think. But we're gonna stick with the plan that we have.
Mhm.
I'm just letting you know. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Okay. We hear you, Toby, and we understand you, and we respect you, and we're also going to ignore you.
Hmm As usual.
That's
I
huge.
mean, we're here to do something that's very important.
No.
Colin signed up to come here.
This was never
You
going to be a
know-
walk in the park. Everyone who came here was at a high risk of dying, including us. Like, this wasn't going to be easy. Everyone who came here knew that. Us being together doesn't give us less of a chance of dying. It's just
I mean,
as Fisher's.
it does, but we're going somewhere that's more dangerous. So if at worst it like cancels out, or at best it cancels out, at worst we're going to be in much more danger.
Basically, we have to rely on each other. We have to rely on him that he's going to get the signal out, and he has to rely on us that we're going to successfully storm the spire and put up the beacon for him to get out. We're all kind of relying on each other to do our roles.
All right, that's fine. We'll do whatever.
Just make sure
I just hope he does
knows,
come back with us.
Just make sure that he knows that he can actually come back with you, you know? Just remember to warn him when you activate your device thing.
All right, that's up to you, audience. I'm not lying to someone.
I'm not lying to any. Okay, I don't feel like I'm lying to anyone.
That's how we understand it.
That's what was told to us. Is if you had the device, you could.
So far away.
It's teleportation magic.
Yeah.
But didn't we have to be in a certain range of me and
we still
Fisher
have technically
to teleport
never
back?
We have still technically never asked the range. We still don't know the range.
No, yeah, but we saw when me and Jorg teleported back, we had to be within a certain feet of each other.
All right. So one thing you do know is that you never ask the garden to.
Yeah.
Consider you a group. So you can't be sure he's going to be teleported with you if you pour it out. But he has his own orb. All you need to do is warn him that the beacon has been placed, and he will know that he has to look at his orb, and he'll know when he can orb out.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Is this because you feel like you got abandoned on an island and you don't want to do that to somebody else?
I did get abandoned on an island, and I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody else. Even my worst enemy.
I looked for you.
I'm talking to Fisher right now, okay, audience? That is exactly how I feel. What if he gets tortured? You know how long I was tortured? I got blown up by this fucker over here. I blown over the audience with my fork.
I still looked for you.
You did. I'm not saying you didn't, but still, I was gone for a long time. I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody, you know? It's a human life. Well, not human, but, you know, it's a life. It's a life force that is on this realm of existence for a reason. I don't feel like people deserve to die just for something that we're trying to do, you know? But if it's something we have to do, we all signed up for it. You know, that's what you're saying. I believe.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. I don't think of it as he deserves to die for this cause. I think of it as
he deserves to sacrifice himself for this cause.
He is willing to fight for this cause.
Well, that's true also, but it's still a sacrificing thing. We should at least tell him that he might not make it back.
I'll tell him. I think he recognizes it, though.
He knows. He wouldn't have agreed to it if he didn't know. He was at the same briefing we were.
But I mean, out of all of us, did you think you would be staying here? Out of everyone who was briefed? I don't think he was the one who thought that he was going to be staying at an island where he could be killed at, you know? Unless I'm just thinking on it too hard.
I think that you don't trust him enough.
Yeah.
I honestly don't trust anybody enough.
I honestly picked him because I was not lying when I honestly picked him because I thought that he, besides Civ, was the most capable to get this task done.
All right. We'll do that. I'll take another drink of my ale and
Sishay looks at you. You don't trust me?
Oh, well, we needed you to introduce you to our friend.
Islands.
We also needed you to introduce us to your friend. It wouldn't have worked if you'd stayed behind.
I know, but he just says that he doesn't trust anyone.
What I meant was I don't trust anyone in our group right now.
So
a lot of stuff has happened in the past. Kind of, but kinda not. You don't have an orb.
She has my orb.
You have his orb, but...
thinks we'll abandon him again to get tortured by the wizard.
Yes, I feel like I'm gonna get abandoned again. Okay, that's the whole thing, Sachet. It's not against you. It's against everyone.
Okay, Toby. I understand and apologize that we have kind of been ripping on you pretty hard for most of the time that you've been with us. That is not an indication that we are going to just ditch you somewhere.
Okay.
If you want to leave, you're always free to leave. But if you're with us, then you're with us, and we'll take you, and we're not gonna leave you behind somewhere.
All right. I just having other people leave behind it's a whole thing. I'm just letting you know my feelings and everything. Sachet, it's not against you. It's just my own feelings about everything. I believe that everybody's life is worth saving, even though I've killed a couple people, but we don't have to talk about that.
That's very commendable of you, Toby.
I'm just going to stay quiet now and continue to drink. So
Okay.
we're going to do what we do and get it done.
Sachet turns to Remy and she asks, "Do you think I'm part of your group?"
Remy reaches into his pocket and pulls out a truffle.
Damn, he didn't even charge you for it.
He usually charges.
That's pretty
for
good.
those.
Yeah, that's like audience levels right now.
Oh, that's sweet. What kind of truffle is it? Copper, silver, or gold?
Platinum.
Actually,
Platinum.
oh god, no.
Diamond level.
Security would be all over this place if there was like a platinum truffle just wandering in Ramey's pocket. But no, like I had mentally like added a few like golden truffles earlier because he wanted some apology truffles prepared.
Apology truffles.
Apology truffle.
Does Toby need an apology truffle? No.
Apparently not. He's good with his cheesed mealworm. Yeah, she says, "That's so sweet, Remy. Thank you." He eats the truffle slowly. It's especially for you, audience, as you're watching her eat that truffle. It nearly feels sensual the way that she's eating that truffle.
God, I wish I was that truffle. Oh, sorry.
As you think this to yourself, you see from the corner of your eye Cuddles looking at you.
Listen, I haven't read their religion. I don't know about anything about coitus with their favored priests. I don't know if it's not allowed, so. But.
Oh, goodness.
Alright.
Well, there was this period in history where priests did ask for favors, so sins would be forgiven. But, yeah. You know, not everyone had enough money.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Well, actually, no, that was the weirdest of thing. The way that they justified this was by saying, God knew that I was going to offer this, and he allowed me to be a priest. So he's okay with this.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, their superior wasn't. And when they realized this, that's when priests stopped having the right to have sex. But hey, before that, they could. Well, legally, I mean.
Is God showing up yet?
And that was the historical moment of the session.
Barely legal priest sex.
Apparently legal priest.
All right, so we wait the 2 hours, right?
No, it's not 2 hours anymore.
An hour and a half.
Well, yeah, the only question is, do you want to go to the train station to greet Colin, or do you want to stay here and hope that he's going to find his way to you?
No, I'd go to the train station.
Yeah, we'd probably go there.
So,
No, Toby stays and has 3 more drinks. No, I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I go with them.
all right, so you all get up, and as you get up, you hear 2 things. First, you hear the whistle of the train arriving in the distance, meaning that Colin is probably going to arrive within the next 15 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes inside of the town, and another 10 minutes to get to you. So you all get up, and Civ's probably also very nearby. And as you start gathering your things, you hear a bit of a rumble outside. People are talking. People are worried talking. And you can't hear really well what they're saying, but someone is panicked.
I like to try to hear it.
Yeah, I would try and figure out what they were saying. I'd walk closer.
Immediately you see a lot of people going toward the windows, and you trying to hear what they're saying. And make a perception roll.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
It's gonna be bad. It was bad. It's an 8.
All right. So for audience, it's a bit muffled because you're trying to hear through a wall and with other people. Just what's happening? What's going on? So if you want to hear more, you're gonna have to get closer. Probably.
So go outside.
Yeah, probably go outside and.
Okay, audience would go outside. Let's see.
So Tobiashi stays hidden behind near the door. Audience goes outside. Fisher and Remy.
Raimi goes where the audience goes.
All right, Remy's outside. Fisher.
Can I split the difference?
Well,
He goes
Mark
to
in the
the
doorway.
if you do a good perception roll, you can stay inside. If you don't do a good perception roll, the only way you'll hear what's happening is by going outside.
I'm
Or-
going outside.
Or, and hear me out, you pretend to be the door.
I am the door.
All right.
That's how you split the difference.
I am the
You're
one
both
who's
inside and
knocked
outside.
on.
All right, and apparently Jorg is not hearing well what's happening also, so he has to go outside. So basically, everyone is outside except Tobiashi, who is inside next to the door or one of the window and listening
Just
to what's
listening.
happening. The moment you get outside, you understand the dilemma, the odd elements of what you're hearing. You're hearing someone, the person that you were hearing that feels like they're panicking is the person that you recognize as being the one that you ordered your drinks and meal to. It's the innkeeper. He is outside on his knees, begging a civvy unit not to do what he is threatening to do. And the moment that your eyes goes where he is, you notice that he is flanked by another melee unit. There's one melee unit holding the innkeeper. And you see that he is right behind a little girl. She's not more than 6 years old.
Oh,
And the civvy unit is holding in his hand something that audience you recognize because you've seen it from up close. It's a stun lance. The one's very similar to the one that was on the crab unit. The energy of the stun lance is so powerful. It would be funny in any other situation, but now it's more worrying than anything else because the hair of the little girl is just standing on edge. The stun lance is right behind her. And the Civ E unit is just looking at the men and saying, "Where are they?" You hear the girl pleads to his father. You just hear her saying, "Daddy, Daddy, please." And the man is just begging, there's no one's here. Please don't do this."
Can I hear this from where I'm at? Did I hear this before everyone else, or did they walk out and see it before I did?
I mean, you could hear it.
You could hear the beginning of it. You heard the man pleading, but you hear the Civ E unit talking at the moment that everyone steps out and sees this happen and hears it. So the information comes roughly at the same time for everyone. You just knew a few seconds earlier that someone was getting threatened.
Mm-hmm.
You probably had that exact look as everyone was moving outside.
Before anybody else does anything, I'll walk up to audience kind of solemnly, grab him by his right shoulder, depending on if he's looking at the situation.
I would be looking at the situation.
I'll talk softly into his ear, and I'm like, "This isn't our problem." And I'll start to pull him towards where the train is coming from.
This. I mean, he's not wrong, but
I'm actively trying to yank him over to where the train is.
I'll be like, "Toby, what just happened to your whole speech if every life is worth saving?"
It is, but we have more lives we need to save, especially with what we're trying to do.
It's just a little girl. That stun lance might kill her.
It most likely will, but if I'm looking from everybody else's point of perspective, there's something we have to do here, and we can't be caught. I've made too many mistakes already on this way, so we have to take care of our business. I've been shunned already by most of the people in our group for doing what I did earlier in the other town. So we need to get going and do it fast, and we could stop this from happening in the future.
Audience, you know how bad it's gonna hurt if he touches her with that stuff.
Oh no, I assume it's just gonna kill her because she's like a little girl. I mean, it might not kill her, but it's gonna have like a serious. But like, okay, I'm trying to think what audience would roll here. To like maybe a will.
As he's rolling, I'm like, I know how much you want to stop him. I want to stop him too. There's nothing more that I'd want to do than to make a big scene about this, but
Toby, roll persuasion for me.
we can't get caught. Okay, I'll roll persuasion.
Oh,
my persuasion is 0, so it's gonna be flat.
No, I'm rolling my straight wisdom. I'm not rolling my save.
It's a 15.
Okay, I rolled a 4. All right. You convinced audience.
Fisher and Remy, how do you react to this sight?
You just see me pulling audience away.
Audience looks very torn, but the more he listens to Toby, he seems like he's gonna follow Toby and agree with his line of thought.
Is there like a nearby alley?
Well, hold on. Maybe I can help you get a better sense of this. So, audience would be here. Jorg. Let's place him here. Remy there. Tobiashi is actively trying to prevent this from happening, so he's there. Fisher here. We're gonna put Sachet right here. We're going to put unit here, the little girl here, father here. The two parents are here actually. I'm not gonna place the entire village because there's more than 50 people watching this from different alleyways and trying to figure this out. So I feel like Fisher would probably be. Jarg would probably be here, and Fisher like this. And as best you can tell. So there's going to be a change of image on Twitch because I just loaded a battle map. All right.
Which direction's the train?
The train
all the way down
is the road to the right leading outside. The train station is probably 20 feet in that direction. So the orange monster, the orange M, is the Civi unit, and you can currently see 3 mil E unit. 2 of them are in the crowd, 1 is holding the father down.
And for reference sake, in which direction is the train station?
That's right.
The
It's
right
the
pathway.
there is a street leading out on the right side. M, N, and O. 15 to 20. That street leads directly to the train station.
Okay.
I think I have a smaller picture of this that I can. Is it small enough to 4 megs? I think it's small enough that I can. Oof, computer just slowed down. So here's a version of it on our Discord, without the monsters on it, of course, that you can watch and expand. So the inn is the building that is completely at the top. There's the temple that's on the left. The bakery is on the right. There's the smithy at the bottom left, and it's sort of the general store on the bottom right. And between the bakery and the general store, there's a path that leads out of the map. This is the path you have to take to get to the train station.
Well, while I'm convincing audience to walk that way, and telling him what I told him, I kind of just have a grip on his other shoulder tightly, as tight as I can.
Yeah, so yeah, for the DM's sake here, rolling I'm having a Raimi sneak away specifically with respect to the map to the left, to that upper left corner.
Okay, toward the temple?
like in the direction of the temple.
Okay.
Just for that reference sake.
Okay.
C2.
I'm talking like in that corner, like basically where like A1, A1, A2, B1, B2 is, like, because it seems like it's a building like moving around toward a corner.
Okay. In that case, Remy, you find yourself in a position to see something that the others don't. You cross path with a melee unit that is at B5. Do you keep on going?
Does the melee unit...
There's a way to go around him. There's a stall for selling things that you could just use to stay stealthed. But nevertheless, he is there.
Okay. Raimi is going to use the cover up the stall because he is trying to make himself inconspicuous and or not seen by too many witnesses.
Okay. All right. So you move out, remaining in the shadows of the stalls, which would put you at D3. Do you want to keep going up to where you said you wanted to be, or do you want to stay there where it's probably more covered?
Like, in what direction does the does the melee unit at B5 appear to be looking? Is it looking directly at
toward the fountain? He doesn't. There's no indication that he has seen you. He is looking toward the fountain, or he's ignoring you.
And I'm assuming that there's not really like much of an actual like crowd within the plaza itself.
Like I said, there's maybe somewhere between 50 to 70 people watching.
There's a lot of people there.
Around the, let's just say the 20 feet around the fountain is completely deserted. No one wants to be near a Civ E unit that has a stun lance in his arm.
Okay, so Raimi would like to try and see if he can inconspicuously move his way through the crowd, granted by another melee unit, but there's really no other way. Essentially, like the kind of path I'm hoping to do is like a pathing from like where I am right now, like moving around the building southward until I can find new cover, like around JK.
Okay, yeah, there's another stall there. And you have this moment as you're walking and trying to stay stealthed where you see the melee unit. He is just looking at everyone. You try and do the thing of the very popular solid snake moment where he looks in another direction and you just go right behind him, and then the dice falls on the 20 and 2, so he doesn't see you. I just rolled and it was natural 22. All right, so he doesn't see you passing right behind him. You manage to get there. Then you slide through a bit of the crowd because everyone is a bit curious, wants to know what's happening, or is very afraid that they're going to be the target for some reason. It's palpable. People are nervous.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then Yeah, so once Raimi is there, he is going to go, albeit a bit off map. It's like, but like in kind of like the LM direction, and like, is there like, and again, I asked the question of like, again, off the map, is there kind of like an alleyway of some kind?
LM is technically a space between two buildings. There's the temple and the smithy, and there's this 10-foot gap between the two of them.
Okay. So, Raimi is going to... Yeah, so he's going to like disappear into that alleyway.
Walking
Going to
around
take
the
a
building.
big gulp of breath
Okay.
as, in rapid succession, he is going to release 2 of his darts, more specifically the ones from his bracers, and create that very loud booming noise on both the buildings next to him.
All right. So while Remy is setting all of this up, Tobiyashi is convincing audience to not do anything. Fisher. You have a good, I'd say, 24-second, 30-second, all to yourself.
I think Fisher would ask somebody else in the crowd, like, what's going on.
You see someone nearly jump at the fact that you're talking to them, and this halfling just, they're following a group. Something about a tiefling and a group, and someone said that they've been seen in our station.
And they think the innkeeper knows something about it?
I don't know. They've been known to take people at random and try to enforce confessions. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe they're just trying to make sure that someone talks. This is why they're taking the little girl.
I think Fisher's stuck. Yeah. Because, like, you can't see a way to deal with this without really messing things up. And he can't really mess things up, but he doesn't want to not do anything. So I think he's just kind of stuck.
All right.
Are you getting a spinning bar?
Yeah.
That's why I said.
I would like
The
to.
blue circle of death.
I would like to. I guess I would wait before pushing audience up to E11. I think that'd be the point where we'd hear the explosion, right?
I mean, you did say we were walking a bit, so we wouldn't be right there. We would have walked a little bit.
By the time that Remy is ready to set off his explosion, you'd probably have been able to pull audience at least one square down. So
So D12?
D12 and you
Or-
D13 because you're pulling him.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, I wish Jorg was here to say it, because I knew this was gonna happen tonight. So, all right. Well, he's using his comfort blanket, so he's gonna stay with Fisher. So,
He now really needs his comfort blanket.
yeah. All right. So, audience, you're getting pulled away.
And for now, audience is going with Toby because Toby has convinced him.
Fisher is hoping that something will resolve itself, and Sachet has unfortunately seems to be a bit frozen like the crowd. There's something in this that she's not sure if they're looking for your group or looking for the group that has attacked a train. So she's trying to figure that out. As all of you are moving in your own direction, with the exception of Fisher, who's trying to figure out if he is moving or not. Remy, you're going to use the exploding dagger. Is that it? Take them, throw
Uh-oh.
them, and make them go boom? Is that it?
Oh, sorry, you froze on my end.
Everybody froze on my end.
Really?
It's like,
no one
holy
froze
Yeah,
for me.
everybody froze.
So everyone's here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one.
Right, so please, Draken, repeat what you said.
No one froze for me. All right. I'm saying. So the intent with Remy is to take two daggers out, the exploding daggers, and throw them. So they both go
Yeah,
boom.
so it's like, and like, yeah, go boom, and ideally do some damage to, unfortunately, the temple and the smithy, since
All right. So,
basically getting the most attention you possibly can with two very loud explosions that can apparently be heard for miles. Well, not miles, but you know what I mean.
hundreds of feet. Yeah. All right. So as you arrive, you have this moment of needing to choose because, first of all, you find yourself in a position to see a fifth melee unit who is actually standing at the entrance of the smithy. And yes, your plan to make a distraction like this can work, but it happens at the same time that you all hear exactly what you did not want to hear. And at the same time, I am not going to describe a child screaming. At the same time, you hear the mother screaming. And you have this mix of chill that goes right through your heart and soul. This cold chill reaching your spine and going up your spine, mixed with that feeling of boiling anger for someone attacking a child. The mother screams and simply blurs out, "They're inside! They're inside! They're just taking a drink inside! Leave her alone!"
All right.
The mother has sold you out.
I'm waiting till the explosion happens.
You are at that moment, Remy. You have a choice. Audience, you have a choice. You have just witnessed this. Fisher, you have your choice. You have just witnessed this. A child sustaining a stun lance attack.
All right.
I mean, Toby still can technically convinced me.
I will. Fuck. Okay. I wanted to wait till the explosion, but fuck it.
It will all happen at the same time if you want to do something.
I'm technically
I
following
will-
Toby's lead right now because he has persuaded
I'll
me.
turn over to audience. I'll be like, I tried to think like you for a second, and I'll pull down my mask.
You tried to think like me. How does Toby think I think? Jesus Christ!
You were just talking about Colin like he's someone who could be left here.
All right.
I
this
pull
is good.
up-
This is good.
I
This is
pull
good
up my-
character development.
I pull up
Alright.
my mask and I'll turn all my cloth black. And I'm going to throw my I'm going to try to sleight of hand my smoke screen underneath the Civ unit.
All right. The Civ E unit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sleight of hand my smoke underneath the Civ unit, and instantly run for the girl after I activate it.
All right.
It's gonna be black smoke. So do I have to roll sleight of hand? Yeah.
If you want to do this without being detected, sort of just flick it with your hand, and
Yeah.
with a motion that is not going to be detected, I'll say yes.
But I let audience see me put on my mask and turn black. Other than that, I try to sleight of hand the thing.
All right. Since you are taking roll, that's all right. Since you
Yeah,
are taking 2 actions, Remy, if you want to throw them, your boom will arrive at the same time as he's throwing his smoke screen. But you are not in a position to see him do this. There's too much stuff between you and him.
Yeah, I already assumed that.
There are people, commercial cart, a fountain. Do you do it? You've
So
heard the
I
same
rolled-
thing as everyone else. The girl screaming and the mother selling you out. You don't know if they are actually looking for you, but the mother sold you out.
Raimi is still going to do it.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 plus 3, 21.
Okay.
It's completely black smoke underneath the Civ unit, and since I could see the little girl, I'll run to her, leaving audience there.
All right. You do not have enough action to actually grab her. That's
Mhm.
because Remy goes boom. So, audience, you see Tobiyashi lowering his mask.
Okay. I
And
will
you
assume that we are no longer trying to leave when he does this.
And I said what I said, yeah, before I went.
which is okay with audience. Although he does feel like he needs to have a talk with Toby at some point later on about this whole idea of how he perceives him. But not at the moment. Audience is going to... Okay, so I see him sliding the smoke under the Civ E units.
well, you don't. It's a very good sleight of hand. You don't see it go, but you see him lowering his mask and taking something out of his things.
Okay. Audience...
And going black. All of his
Yes.
clothes has just turned black.
Oh, I don't have my fucking orb anymore because we had to use it on the dumb shit from before. Ah, damn it. Okay. Okay, if he's in the black smoke.
Well, he's going
He's
to
in
go
the black smoke. He's in the black smoke. I see Toby start to run towards the child. I know Jorg Fisher are over there. I I don't know where Remy is, but okay. Audience is going to deal with the threat that he feels is least being dealt with at the moment, which is he's going to move 30 feet up and actually attack the Mill E that's guarding the road towards the railway station before he can come in.
All right. He is exactly 30 feet away. All right.
He is exactly 30 feet, so I can move to J12.
Oh, 12. All right. That works also. There you go. All right.
And then I'm gonna attack that melee unit.
All right.
But we can see what the other people do before.
Jorg?
But that's what audience is doing.
Jorg? No,
Jorg is
Fisher,
Fisher.
sorry.
Jorg is in here.
I was like, that's not Fisher. That's. I think when the mother says they're inside, I think I'm piecing together that they're still looking, or at least it's possible they're still looking for the other group. And we just got misrecognized currently.
It's possible.
So I am just gonna step forward and just go, hold up, wait, what's going on? Who are you looking for? And then everything goes to shit.
Step forward. Wait,
Fisher
which is
tries for diplomacy, and in the meanwhile, audience is smacking a melee unit like 50 feet up.
we have all of this happening at the same time. All right, so I don't know if we'll have time to do a fight tonight, but at least let's draw the initiative, and who knows, maybe we'll finish the fight next episode with Jorg.
Initiative.
12.
Maybe pick a night that I'm rolling better. Haven't rolled above 10. That's a 9.
All right, audience rolls a 9.
I got a 17.
That's the voice of Fisher, 17. Remy?
12.
Tobiyashi, 12. All right. Remy?
Soft 20.
Remy, 20. She rolls a... Also, they roll a... no, that's the name of this town, sorry. Two, which means it's... Alright. And Jorg, I'll roll for Jorg. Oof. He's gonna regret me rolling for him. Anyone remembers what is the dexterity modifier for Jorg?
2.
2?
2.
Alright.
I'm just guessing 2 because
I think it's 2. I also remember 2. That seemed.
I feel like
sounded
it's
right to
always
me.
2.
Because I remember he's like,
Doesn't-
because
yeah.
I feel like me and him always roll the same initiative, and then I go first because he is 2 and I have 3.
Can't confirm. He has a +2 to his dexterity modifier.
Alright.
Good memory, guys.
No, this isn't me having a memory. It's just the fact that we can
Oh.
all see each other's
We
character
could look
sheets.
at each other's character sheets.
Good memory, Fisher and me. No, I don't know.
Alright. So, which means it's... no, that's not it. Oh, goodness. I was about to give too much hit point to one of your enemy. Good thing I realized it before I did that.
Please don't. This is already going to be a hard enough fight as it is, I feel like.
I mean, you know, there is a big difference between 300 hit points and 3,000.
Yeah?
It's just an extra 0. How much of a difference can that make?
It actually was already 3,000. It was 30,000.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is one possibility. Don't forget, technically, the train has just come in, which means Civ could be just a few rounds away.
Okay, more of the issues, I actually don't want Khan to get involved, because then his cover's already blown in this town.
Well, now the attention is on you. This can be useful in different ways. It means no one's going to be paying attention to Colin.
True.
All right, so the battle starts with Remy going boom. Bang! Let's go.
15 by 15 foot smoke screen.
Yeah, it goes boom. You see a whole lot of commoners looking in the direction of the explosion. There is one melee unit that immediately looks in that direction. The one that is at... well, I have to choose. Is it P or Q? We're gonna go with Q. Because it was right between P and Q, so it's gonna be Q4. He looks in Remy's direction, well, where the explosion was. The smoke screens appear, and audience. I was gonna say smite, but I don't know if he actually smites. And
Depends if I even hit. I'm rolling.
all right, so a whole lot of thing happens. Well, you know, Remy, I do believe that your intention was to create a distraction. And you've partially succeeded. You might have reduced the amount of melee unit actually attacking the square. But, you know, the love of your life has just messed that up. And Tobias.
Okay, Toby started it. I just followed his lead.
Well, you didn't know, but actually Remy started it. You just don't know that it...
True. I know that Toby was first all right, we're going to ignore this. And then in about 10 seconds later was like, yeah, no, never mind, I'm going in. And I was like, okay.
Come on, man.
All right, so...
No, it's good. Audience wanted to go in. You didn't want a kid to... Well, the kid actually already got hit with the stun lance, so we already failed that.
So it does appear that the kid is still alive. On its knees, screaming and crying, but still alive.
You know what they say, physical trauma early in life leads to stronger mental fortification later.
So we're going to do the first part of this fight right now, right? Yeah? Okay.
At least 1 or 2 rounds.
I mean, we have 7 minutes. We can technically do 1 or 2 rounds.
All right, so
Remy first?
Exactly. Remy with 20 initiative has the same initiative as Sachet, but I'm pretty sure you beat Sachet on her dexterity, especially in the condition she is right now, so you go first. As you realize that some melees have focused their attention on your explosion, but not all of them. Because combat has started.
Well, with the hopes that the melee will be confused for a little bit by finding nothing, I'm gonna double check to make sure I'm not losing track of my actions here. Yeah. Yeah. Just for now, like as my bonus action, I am going to activate the power of my lantern,
Okay.
and more specifically, the ethereal jump. And Raimi is going to go to another midway plane of existence for a little bit.
Okay.
Almost like Raimi had a good way of distracting and then getting away with it.
All right.
At least to our knowledge.
No, sorry, I'm just taking notes of everyone's position just in case we end the stream a little early so I can place everything back in its position. All right, so you you go into the other plane for a brief moment.
Well, not a brief moment. I'm obviously going to stay there for a bit longer than that, but especially now that it appears that combat is happening.
All right, do you move?
Yes. I'm just gonna double. All right, now I'm there on the 1. I can move all the way to. Oh, I guess this is somewhat works out perfectly. Raimi's going to use his action to dash, and he's going to dash from his place at L1 to L12.
All right. When you go into the ethereal plane and you start running toward the melee unit on the other side.
More specifically, running to audience's aid because.
Yeah.
Continue.
There's something you did not expect also that happens. More exactly, you did not expect to see this. The mist that is everywhere looks different in the ethereal plane. It looks like a mass of tangled blue silk just floating in the air everywhere. You have visible confirmation that the mist is not just mist. There is a visible energy mixed into it, from your perspective for now. You can even see it move as you're running through it, as if you were running through strands of silk just hanging down. It's not enough to impair your vision, but you can actually see it now and feel it more. And you hear a whisper. Several whispers, actually. It's not aimed at you, it's not aimed at anything, and you can't make them out. It's like you're hearing something that's happening in another room. And you're already in a different plane of existence right now. Just those whispers. You can't figure out what they're saying exactly. It's really just a...
Yeah, I was mistaken. Raimi is the first person to enter Silent Hill.
You did not expect this, but you see this. But it doesn't... Unless you want Remy to be affected in some way by this, I do not impose anything from hearing this.
It's like, I think while Raimi is definitely surprised by the experience, I think the more pressing matter on his brain is the fact that the one he most admires just attacked,
All right.
essentially out in the open, and still continued to run in that direction, just like basically somebody else's voice in his brain, like going, "Oh shit! Oh 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 shit!"
All right.
But yeah, that's action and bonus action. So and all movement I can master. So that's all Raimi can do.
All right. Oh yeah, you have a pretty good passive perception. You notice also an immobile, because you noticed it. An immobile, large form. Too bad you didn't know, the audience didn't talk about this, but it is the actual astral form of Cuddles. As you run by, you just see this large thing that's bear-sized. God. Completely frozen in place.
Just gives a peace sign on his way over.
Alright. So, that's Remy's movement, bonus action, and action because of the dash.
Yeah, again, it's everything he can do.
Alright. Sichet prepares by casting Agate's armor.
Armor?
Yes. Just moves slightly.
Is she the Onak one?
Yes, because I forgot to make a token for her.
Yeah.
She did not.
I was wondering why Onak was on the board.
This man just popped in real quick.
I'm here to help. Don't worry about it.
So she did not know that there was a melee unit at B5, so she moves at C6 in order to have more movement room, and then finds herself right in front of that thing with the frost effect on her, just patting her up. If I'm not mistaken...
Some would say she's looking quite cool.
No worries.
Throwing the whole fight now. I gotta.
Hold on. Alright, so it's an action, it's her movement. Does she have equipment that works with it? Bonus action? No, she doesn't have any object that works on a bonus action. Alright, that's all she can do. So that's the 20s.
My turn? 12?
Fisher,
I'm
17.
Yeah. I know, right? Amazing.
Fish.
How much is covered by the smoke cloud right now?
So where the yellow M is 15 by 15 feet.
Alright.
Okay.
Radius.
15. That's 15.
So basically, the Civi unit, the guy, the old man, or the barkeep.
The other Civi unit that's in front of Jorg.
Yeah.
So, like this. Yeah, the parents and the Mill E unit are really at the edge of the cloud. The Civ E is completely, the Civ E and the girl are completely covered. I believe that's 15 by 15.
Yeah.
I thought it was the old man that was in front of the civvy.
No.
No, it was the girl. It was a little
The
girl.
Civ E,
Oh.
it's the little girl. The man is right beside the Mill E.
Okay, I just thought it was swapped.
Okay.
So.
No, because the intention was to throw her in the fountain and shock her to death after.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Whoa!
I told you, they have
God dang.
really bad.
I'm glad I
tactics.
stepped in when I did.
Yes, you
Fuck.
probably really did save a little girl. Maybe at the cost of your own life, but we'll see. All right, Jorg, what were you doing? So you have this moment of
Fisher.
Hey, Fisher. Sorry, it's because I'm on the battle screen. Jorg is right in front of me when I'm looking. And I have to. I even mixed your tokens up. So Fisher is there. And so as you arrive and say, hey, what's going on? Fuck. You see the cloud burst, the booms in the alley, and audience just start running with his weapon is in his hand. Ah, god damn it.
Mhm.
So Fisher, what do you do?
Yeah. I am going to cast Chromatic Strike
Okay.
on my big old tooth
Okay.
with some acid.
Okay.
Yeah, just blind everyone else too.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna, because I don't know about the guy at B5, right?
From your angle of view, no, you can't see him.
Yeah.
And the one at Q4 is too far away. There's too many people. You can't clearly see him. The only one aware, the one at B and Q, is Remy. And now Sachet knows about the one at B5.
Wait, who's the big NPC?
That's the astral form of Cuddles.
That's
Cuddles?
That's Cuddles.
What? He's way over there.
Cuddles does what Cuddle does, man.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step forward, tell the innkeeper you gotta back up, or actually, I'm not gonna step forward. I'm gonna step around to C11, and take a swing at the mill unit at D10.
All right. First time one of you attacks an enforcer. Go ahead.
We knew it was gonna happen at some point.
That is a 20 to hit.
20 to hit is enough. He sees you arriving, and you have this moment of, yeah, I should have known that something like this was possible. The moment he sees you arriving, you see the crystalline symbiote inside of him burst out and become a shield. But fortunately, even that is not enough to shield him from your attack. So you hit.
Sick. That is.
He kisses him with his dagger
I
mouth.
kind of hit, I guess. Oh my god.
How much damage?
On
6.
2d6 plus a d4, I rolled 3 ones.
What?
That's 9 slashing damage and 1 acid damage.
Nice.
But it's the acid. That I guess does it work on a construct? I hope it works on a construct.
Well, it depends on the construct. If they have no eyes, it doesn't work. But if they have eyes, as far as you can tell, they have eyes.
Okay, so he should be blinded now.
All right. I believe he has a saving throw on his turn.
Yes. It's at the beginning of its turn.
All
And then I'm gonna attack again
right.
with advantage. this time. And I'm gonna use Great Weapon Master this time.
Nice.
That is gonna be a 19 to hit.
It just is enough to hit.
Oh, okay.
Woo.
He already used his reaction for the shield.
Well, the shield lasts.
Does it last?
Oh no!
Well, I guess
it's solidified
yeah.
as an actual shield, so his AC
okay.
improved by 2 because of the
He
shield.
didn't cast this. He didn't cast the spell sheet.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 20 slashing damage and 4 acid damage.
It's better.
That is better.
That is better.
All right.
Those are numbers.
You strike with that second blow, and your weapon goes in a bit more inside of him. And when you pull it out, you actually see this fine red dust that follows your sword. You think it's what you could consider as blood? Or maybe the symbiotic life form inside of him that has been damaged.
It's goo.
Essentially,
No,
you've
it's
injured
dust.
it.
Right, so, I mean, anyways.
Okay. That is... Unless I want to just
Kill him.
fully mess this thing up right
Do
out of
as
the
much
gate,
as you can.
which might not be a bad idea.
We're gonna need
Speed
it.
is the key of this fight.
I'm gonna action surge and take 2 more attacks with Great Weapon Master.
2 more!
Yep. That's
Holy
what fighters do.
shit!
That's what fighters do, baby.
Because I have the advantage going already.
They swing.
That'll be a 21 to hit
It does hit.
for...
Where's the Divine Smite at?
He
That's
doesn't
what the
get
Great
those.
Weapon Master is.
Yeah, that's his great weapon master, basically.
That's 21 slashing damage and 3 acid damage.
21?
Great
Plus
weapon
10,
master.
dude.
Great weapon master is good, man.
Yeah.
When you can hit them.
When you can hit them.
The damage bonus is good.
You strike
the last
again.
Attack
Go ahead.
is a 15 to hit.
Alright, so you strike him once, and your sword really embeds itself into him. It shows that he is severely damaged, and unfortunately, because you've embedded your sword so deeply inside of him, you have to take a moment to pull it out, and that's why your last attack didn't hit.
He's made of metal. He's not as squishy as the normal stuff I get my sword stuck in, so it's harder to pull it out.
Stuck in, lads. Sorry.
So he is
I mean,
severely
it is kind of-
damaged.
You know, it is kind of funny because is this like the first time Fisher has attacked another construct?
No, it's the first time that
no.
you attack an enforcer.
We fought the
There was the crab,
Ro-
and there was the
don't
shield
count that.
guardian inside of the
Yeah.
arcane laboratory.
the thing whose leg we took.
The thing who
Oh, yeah,
beat
that's
me
right,
to a
we did.
bloody pulp into a fucking wall.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually like memories, like the corners of my mind, because it's like, oh wow, that has been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the second fight, and maybe one of 2 times that audience has actually gone down in this campaign. I think it was the second time and last time that audience has gone down in this campaign.
Yeah, I think so. You really got squished again and again and again.
Yeah. Audience went down episode 1 against the kobolds,
Yeah.
or the goblins.
there
That was
were
the first
Yeah, the
time.
goblins.
there were
the
kobolds.
goblins.
There were
They were
kobolds.
kobolds. Yeah,
Were they?
episode
Yeah.
episode 1 audience went down, and then he didn't go down again until that fight. Those were the 2 fights.
All right. So, Fisher nearly managing to destroy a melee unit. Anything else? Sing? Scream?
I'll say to the parents, if you were protecting us, you really should have given us up sooner.
Wow, dick move! Put the blame on the parents for their daughter being, like, tortured? God damn.
It's their fault. Take care of your kid more.
No, please.
Right.
Alright, so that was Fisher, which means next one is sorry, Tobiyashi, they rolled higher than you.
Is it the Civ? As long as it's not the Civ unit, is it the Civ unit?
I think it's all the
Don't
enemies.
tell me it's the Civ unit. He should go last.
Should go last. Fortunately, I don't think we get to decide that.
All right,
The dice.
as they all turn around, they all prepare to attack. So one of them moves out of the map toward the sound that was heard. One of them goes for Sachet. Two of them goes for Sachet. One of them attacks. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, no. Jorg is the last one to act. One of them goes for Fisher. One of them goes for Audience because you can't see Remy right now. And let's go with that first. So, Militia Enforcer.
You mean I haven't technically attacked this guy yet? He doesn't know what's happening. I'm just running at him with my sword drawn. I could be running at anybody.
Yeah, that's a surprise
Can't-
attack,
can't-
right?
Can't a guy just go on a sword run in peace?
Directly at someone screaming.
Yeah,
Can't a paladin just be
he's
a
just
barbarian
doing-
for a day?
It's the sword version of like those videos where they just run with the skateboard but never actually get on it.
Yeah. I'm
He's just
taking
running
out
with
for
a
a
sword.
spin,
He's
man.
not gonna
Come on.
swing.
I'm not gonna swing it at you. No.
Alright, so we're gonna go with Longsword, which is this one here. Alright, it's not actually incredibly... Alright, first attack is a 15, second attack is a 21. For audience.
Okay.
On
Against
who?
who?
Audience.
Oh. Neither one of those hits.
Oh, okay. So as you arrive and you see him, he swings, you deflect, ha ha ha! And you feel inflated and you're hoping that he feels deflated. Fisher...
Oh, I'm definitely inflated.
He's hard right now.
You gotta be more subtle about it, Toby. I was trying not to...
What do you mean?
Excuse me while I get a drink of water.
Fisher, the first attack is a 6, and the second attack is a natural 20.
Can I use my silk to deflect missile on him?
He's a bit far from you. And
But
he-
up to 10 feet, right?
Right,
with my
right.
silk?
If I remember correctly, you do not currently have the ability to use your silk as a reaction.
Yeah, that's
Er,
true.
Can I use silvery barbs?
Yes, of course.
Well, first thing I want to ask, wasn't that the one that was blinded? Didn't they need to make a save? Or did I
No,
miss the
they're
save?
right outside the blindingness.
Oh yeah, from my acid. Did they make their Constitution save?
No,
I would like to.
but they do
Alright,
not.
so there's.
No, doesn't matter.
I would like to use
No.
the glass that I broke in the sand that I picked up to throw into their eye. No, just like,
He just said they couldn't be blinded.
with enough luck.
Wait,
Yes.
They can't be blinded?
Who said they can't be blinded?
No, actually, their
'Cause I
eyes
was-
their eyes is affected, but they have a secondary way of seeing.
Oh my Lanta.
Okay.
So he is technically blinded. You do see his eyes showing a reaction to your spell. You're convinced that this is not working. But he is still looking right in your direction. With you being so familiar with combat, it feels not like he is looking at you. He's looking in your direction. Similar to how audience does it.
Okay. So, because on my turn, because you said it blinded him, I was rolling my attacks with advantage. Because you said he was blinded.
Yeah, he never said he wasn't.
Yeah, technically
So-
he is blinded, but he has a secondary way of seeing. Alright.
Okay. That wasn't super clear to me.
Okay,
But-
that's alright. That's alright.
Okay. Now, but yes, I would like to use silver barbs.
Okay,
on
and
this
that's a good
bit.
thing, because we go from a natural 20 to a natural 1.
Hey.
So you recognize this moment of, oh, the first one, he completely swung wide, and oh god, this one's gonna hurt. Silver barb!
And then, can I see anybody else? I am gonna give Sachet the advantage.
Because she's flanked.
Would that mean they have advantage when they're not blinded?
So here's the explanation why. I was gonna explain it, but after the fight, but yeah, since we're in the fight, it's probably better if I say it right now. The symbiotic life form inside of them gives them tremor sense.
Ah, okay. So we just gotta not move.
That's not how
So
that works.
technically, yeah, if you're flying,
Tremor
they-
sense. What do you mean? If you're not touching the ground, you'll be fine.
yeah, they can read
Yeah,
the vibration in the ground. So technically, if you're floating or flying, yes, now they would have lost complete sight of you. And this is also why Tobiyashi, this is not good, and why I wanted to do this last, because
Yeah.
the CV unit stares at you directly at you as you're
yeah, that's
arriving.
amazing.
Don't worry, guys. You just jump up a little bit before you attack. I can't see coming.
Exactly. You get it?
Just bunny hop it.
I'm just gonna be doing backflips over this guy's head.
I'll just be swinging like Spider-Man between buildings as I attack this guy.
All right, well, that's gonna. Oh man,
And Randy feels really good about being invisible right now.
yes,
And by
because
invisible, I mean not invisible.
well, technically, because you're in another plane of existence, the tremor sense doesn't detect you right now.
I know, that's the joke.
All right, is it my turn or is the Civ unit gonna
no, they're
attack
actually
me?
attacking Sachet right now.
Okay.
No, they gotta kill the kid first.
Fuck.
No, they got what they wanted. They just lost interest in it. You'll see the Civ E unit just toss the kid away and attack.
Alright.
Toss the kid into the fountain, hope it drowns. No.
Don't say that.
Ah, dude. We want it to waste its action killing the kid.
Jesus Christ.
It's all about that action economy.
Maybe
Okay,
Toby's right about
so
this.
that doesn't
I
hit. And those two hits, and those are with the same one. Alright, so she managed to dodge and dodge the first one that tries to hit her, but the second one that tries to hit her actually does manage to connect and injures her. Which means...
Audience doesn't know why, but he feels the light flash before his eyes.
Shay goes down and Cuddles immediately just goes after you instead of.
Wait a second. I got a moment for that.
Alright.
Can we have a sense of how much damage he took?
She got injured.
Well, I mean, they're about to get hurt also, but
It's okay. Jorg will heal her. I told Jorg to not let her die. Hopefully, he's still taking credit of that.
No blood has been drawn by their attack. That's all you can tell from this.
But just slapped her up a bit.
but then they take 25 points of cold damage, right?
Yeah, well, actually, 2 attacks hit, so it's 50 points
50,
of
okay.
cold damage that just burst back into them. And you just see one being pelted by all of these shards of ice, and you see bits and pieces of his body just... And he just falls on one knee and looking at her with bits of his insides exposed. She nearly destroyed one with the counterattack of her of the damage that she has pushed back. But the total is...
Bear totem, please.
Bear totem. Actually, the healing one might be better. I don't know. Depending on how long this fight.
Is that not the bear totem?
No, the bear totem's probably... Well, I don't actually know.
The bear totem gives temp
Tab.
HP.
The unicorn
temp
gives
HP, right?
healing
Strength.
to each. But
bonuses.
I don't actually know.
All
And
right.
the
Depends how long the fight is.
The Enforcer turns to you, Toby.
Oh, the
Tosses
music
the
on
kid.
my end just changed too. Okay.
Just tosses the kid away. It's not a gentle toss, it's really a shah!
The only thing he could have done worse was punter.
It's the key.
Use my reaction. No, I'm fine.
And goes straight for you.
Jesus, he just tossed the kid 20 feet?
Like I said, they have a fair amount of strength.
Get that man a contract.
It's a child. They're not that heavy.
She was
Yeah,
at
if he tosses
most
out 20
6
feet,
years
think about
old.
how hard
Alright,
you could toss a
how
football,
much does he hit me for?
Alright, so...
Or kick a football.
You've never punted a child before? That's about how far they go.
Alright.
That's how they. That's actually how they train the 49ers. They bring in a local kindergarten class and.
Alright, so the grand total is 21,
Shield.
19, 17. Tobiyashi.
The 17 doesn't hit.
Alright, so 2 of those hit.
Do you not have shield yet, Toby? I don't know if you have shield.
That's gonna be on my gloves next time they upgrade.
I just assume everyone else at the party has shield at this point.
Almost. I was gonna have
Almost.
shield, and then I said, you know what?
That's actually hilarious.
Next upgrade, the shield. Oh, fuck. Can I try to dodge? No, I'm fine.
No. Oh, okay. So it's...
So does he come up right next to me?
Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't update, sorry. Yep,
Fine, you're
he
fine.
goes
He
right
wants
for
to get
you.
real close and personal.
So he grabs his sword with 2 hands, and the first
Wham!
slash goes right above your head, but 2 others slang.
Shash.
A grand total of 22 slashing damage is done on you. And
Oh,
you
shit,
hear him
okay.
clearly state, "Capture them! Capture them all!"
Hey,
hear
that's
me go,
good. He doesn't want
"Fuck!"
to kill us.
Shit! After getting hit twice.
Yeah.
Toby, their children around.
Oh, watch your leg.
Watch your leg.
You guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys entirely.
Alright, he attacked. They both attack. They attacked. Actually, now we know that you learned something you also didn't want to learn.
They're actually piloted by children.
No.
There's kids in mech suits.
They thought they were in a video game. They thought they were in a video game, guys.
That'd be a very dark turn to this.
No.
But did nobody else watch Evangelion?
Oddly enough, I watched it all except the last 2 episodes. The video store I was renting them from closed. So I know everything except how the series ends. Well, I've heard about it, but didn't actually watch
Okay, I
it.
was about to say, it's just like, you're not missing that much, but,
All right.
but you're also missing a lot.
So whose turn is it now?
Well, the battlefield upgrades to this when he says this. 3 other melee unit join in from the roof of the buildings, and 1 runs up from down into the crowd.
Okay.
Oh god.
When
There's so many more enemies for me to kill.
when
me go
they
before
when
you
they
do.
arrive, the one that is at the monster that is at M14, MM. Oh, actually, he'd have to make one.
Isn't he at OP? I'm looking at Cuddles.
No, Cuddles unfortunately can only do something when someone's not watching. And up until now, there was literally a melee unit right next to him. So unfortunately, he did not get to act this turn because of that. But now he is free because no one's watching him. So he's gonna join in next round. So the one at M13 turns toward you, audience. And you see this portal, 1 foot by 1 foot, round portal, 1 foot in diameter, opening, and a chain comes right out and right for you.
Okay.
Dodge.
I will try.
It's a grapple attempt
Oh, so that's strength?
or dexterity,
Oh.
athletic or acrobatic.
Oh, athletic or acrobatics. Acrobatics is +6, athletics is +8. So go with athletics.
You know, part of me just wants to want to throw in just like, because of the angle, it looks like it's about to go through Raimi. It's just
Yeah,
like,
that's a 9.
I mean, like tries to block it and it goes like right under his
Right.
arm.
That's a 9. Well, fortunately for you, you just see it arrive and you manage to put your sword in front of it and you hear the chain rolled an 8.
Surprised. I really thought that was going to hit me.
I know, but I rolled so low on the D20. And you just managed to block it and you realize that that was going to grab you. That's what they mean by capture them. And he just made this hole appear. The chain has been deflected, but the hole is still there. And you even
Okay.
see the chain snaking back toward the hole.
Sexy. Alright.
My turn finally.
Remy is technically not there, so you're not in range for that attack. You're not in range for that attack. Yes, Tobiyashi, it is you.
Okay. I use my 50 feet of silk to grab Cuddles and bring him into the circle.
Fuck!
I mean, well,
I
they
can.
do have tremor sense.
It
Could
doesn't
I mean,
matter. Was he gonna attack me while I'm right in front of him?
As long as you don't watch him, from your point of
He's
view,
not looking at him.
from your point of view, he is that big on the battleground.
I use my first attack to grapple Cuddles and bring him back to me.
All right. So tremor sense works pretty much like echolocation. So technically,
Yeah.
they would not see him, which would free him to attack the Civ E unit at will.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I bring him into my cloud as my first. Would that be my first attack action?
I think that might just
or
be
would
your
that be
act.
bold?
I think that would be your
Would that
action.
be just be my
plus an
action?
attack.
Well, grapple is an attack, right?
Grapple is
Yeah.
one attack.
One attack.
But you are trying to
Yourself.
pull something inside.
So I'd use both of them.
I'd say, technically speaking, when you're trying to do this, you'd sacrifice your movement
That's fine. I'm not trying to move.
to pull him half of your total movement.
Half?
Technically, that's how it works.
What is half my total movement? Give me a second. 45 feet. He would get in there, right?
Remy, I feel like you want to say something. Am I getting something wrong with the rules?
Oh, it's the sticky part of grappling that DMs get to decide for themselves, especially with the mechanic that you're using.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cuddles is not resisting, and he is currently tiny size.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like that is one part of it. Just like if they're tiny size, then if you were under normal grappling conditions, like there wouldn't even be a movement speed penalty.
Yeah. And the other thing you wanted to say about the sticky part?
Well, the sticky part is about just like, you know, being able to to move a creature from a distance, but this is a mechanic that's specific to your subclass. So like,
Well, because the silk, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I didn't
well,
reach
the
there. I've
thing-
been
the
counting
thing-
it this whole time.
The thing that I'm taking into consideration is the fact that technically Cuddles is a tiny puppet. So he doesn't weigh a lot. He can't resist being grappled, especially if you're looking in his direction. Which means I'd say you extend it and you pull it back, that would be 2 attacks.
2 attacks? Okay, then I use action surge.
Alright.
I use action surge. Okay, so action surge means I have 2 attacks again, right?
Yes.
Yes.
For action, right? Alright, so
Right.
I bring Cuddles back in. He's right in front of the guy. And then I am going to use my 2 actions to try to grapple him with my silk.
Grapple Cuddles?
No, grapple
Okay.
the guy in front of me.
Okay,
Civ
good,
unit.
good. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. So the first attempt.
I just love thinking about like a big cloud of smoke and then just essentially just a ribbon just shoots out and yoinks
Grab the puppet
into
and pull it back inside. Yeah.
Wait. So 16 plus 6?
22.
Yeah, 22.
No,
to grapple
that
him.
beats his roll.
Alright, for my next attack, I'm going to try to further the grapple.
All right.
So do I have to roll again?
Yes. It's technically another grapple roll that I'm making you do. You're just like a spider. You just add on layers and layers of silk.
21. So 15 plus 6.
Unfortunately, this one does not beat his. He rolled a total of 20. You said how much?
15 plus 6?
Oh, 21. Oh, sorry. So
21.
he rolled a total of 23.
Alright, so the second grapple doesn't further. And then I would like to use my key points to use a Fury of Blows on him. That's still allowed, right?
You haven't used your bonus action yet, I don't
I
think.
haven't used it yet, no.
Yeah, that's good. I was just thinking
Alright.
about, technically it's an attack action, so grappling, so yeah, you can use
So
Fury of
2
Blows.
attacks. 23 for the first hit.
23 is enough to hit.
Yeah, 17 plus 6, and then the next hit is that's 15 to hit for the next one.
15 is not enough.
All right, so for the first hit, I would like to use another key point to mark him with my gloves,
Okay.
to where it makes me able to. I get a +1 to hit this target, a +1 AC against this target, and a +1 Dexterity saving throw against this target. If I'm reading it right.
I think so.
Okay. And then that's what I'd like to do on the first one, and then the damage is. I'll use this. 6 points of damage. Max damage.
All right.
I brought Cuddles in. I grappled him. That's the rest of my turn.
All right. All right. So that was your turn, which means audience.
Yes. Okay. I am going to hit the melee that's in front of me, because there's not a bunch I can do besides that. Or else I should... Okay. I'm actually... No. I'm going to use my bonus action first to cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm going to hit the melee in front of me with a... I assume because Remy isn't technically there, I don't get a flanking bonus.
You didn't reappear. Is that exactly?
I wouldn't be able to reappear even if I wanted to, because
Okay.
Yeah.
reappearance requires
Okay.
a bonus action.
Yeah, so I assume so. Okay, so he's not there, so I'm going to flank bonus. That's fine. We're on 27 to hit.
27 is enough to hit.
Alright, I will hit him for 15, and I will use my level 2 Divine Smite. Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to end this fight as quickly as possible.
Wait, did I get flanked with Cuddles?
15,
Sorry.
16,
That's
17,
That's okay.
3d8. 17, 17 plus another 17, 27, 30, 34. So 34 damage on my first hit.
All right. Well, that definitely damages him.
Alright, and then on my second hit. Oh, I think that's just gonna miss, because an 18 misses, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Alright. My second strike.
Fortunately,
misses.
your first strike was so good, and you arrive, and you just shove that sword inside of him, and it goes deep inside of his shoulder. And you feel really good about this, and then you're about to try and do the second strike, and god damn it, you pull it out.
Okay, that was
Nobody saw
that.
version of this attack.
That bonus action. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do for this turn.
All right. So, like this. All right. Jorg. What?
When does Cuddles go?
Well, he
Not this round.
skipped that round because someone was looking at him, but now no one's looking at him for the next round, which means he joins in the battle next turn.
Okay.
And technically, he is linked to Sachet, so he is going to be attacking very quickly. So, a lot of people... Would he be using the bear or the
Flip a coin.
So, help with healing or help with temporary hit points?
Heads or tails?
He did not see the grapple attempt on audience because of the smoke. Spirit lenses protection. Your eyes gain advantage.
I mean, Jorg is at the bottom of the initiative anyway, right?
Yeah.
We could literally leave it up to him.
That's what I was thinking about for the question of do we keep going for another round or not? So that is a valid question. We could end it on his turn, and so he will actually get to choose what totem he puts next session.
I feel like, yeah, we should do that so that he gets to take his turn.
All right. Well, in that case, this is where tonight's episode will end. On this little cliffhanger of...
No!
I'm sorry, Toby.
You're always welcome to stay after the episode and talk with us.
I think Toby wants to hit things.
I want to
Toby
lightning
wants
bolt
to
this
pretend to.
motherfucker.
I'm actually imagining like Jorg, like looking to the left, looking to the right, holding his little dog totem, just like.
My question is, who is this NPC at the end of my hit?
The NPC right next to you?
No, I know that's Cuddles, but who is that NPC all the way at F5?
That's the little girl that's been tossed away.
Yeah, that's why I said she got tossed 20 feet.
But the lightning bolt. No.
Yeah, maybe not there.
Shit.
Fortunately, you are the only one who can see in that fog, so you know that she is right on the other side.
Alright.
And you also know that everybody else knows that you can see, meaning that there's absolutely no way for you to kill her by accident.
Yeah.
With a light.
She already got hit by a bunch of electricity. Maybe if
Yeah,
she gets
she
hit by
would've died.
more, she'll turn into a superhero.
Yeah, it's like
So-
radiation, guys. It's
So
like
become the
radiation.
Flash.
it's her
just starts zooming
superhero
around.
arc. She'll come back in the last episode to help you all because you saved her.
Did we save her? Did we hit her with lightning? Or if I accidentally turned her into a superhero?
Could also be her villain arc. You never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that might be more her villain arc.
Okay, so less of a flash and more of a zoom.
Yeah. Oh my
Right.
god, my chair keeps fucking falling.
So, like I said, we end tonight's episode with this extremely,
Damn it!
mostly tense situation because the fight has just started. You've managed to severely damage 2 units. Fisher has severely damaged 1. Sachet has nearly destroyed 1. Because of the response from the explosion of ice. So maybe there's hope that this fight can be won. So long as he doesn't call too many reinforcements.
Yeah, I got Cuddles in here, so I should stop it.
And Civ might only be a couple of turns away. So maybe
This is horrible.
Maybe this is not going to end poorly.
Hey, we were trying to leave the city right after this anyway. It kind of made the decision for us.
You know, I tried to think like you guys, leave someone behind. It's just life, but I couldn't.
Okay, you think it's the same thing leaving a seasoned adventure behind as a little child to be murdered?
Well, it's a life. A life is a life, okay? That's what I was taught in school.
Toby obviously has some stuff, some past traumas that he needs to work on.
Well, distant and close past.
No, as I said, audience might have a conversation with him later about how he was like, I tried to act like you.
Alright.
How does Toby perceive me?
As a cult leader, okay?
Yeah, apparently,
Yeah.
As a cult, apparently as a cult leader that leaves behind children to be murdered and tortured when it benefits my gains.
I was a child. Okay, never mind. Okay.
I was a child. I didn't leave you behind. If you remember correctly, you followed the wizard and got captured. You left me behind.
And technically, you know, in the Middle Ages, you're an adult at 16 years old. So not right now, you're not a child anymore.
No, we don't talk about that.
I was a child. I see where Toby's coming from.
All right. So, thank you
Fisher
very
was
much for
never a
being here
child.
tonight. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you had a very pleasant evening. And we hope you'll be there next Wednesday for the rest of this fight.
Please.
Or
wanna be
Friday
there
if you're
already.
watching the rebroadcast.
Be there
And
tomorrow.
Be there tomorrow. Hey, my other session got canceled. I'm free tomorrow.
all
I
right,
am
we only
too.
need to get Remy, Fisher, and Jorg, and we get a session.
I'll be there tomorrow for the rebroadcast.
It's
okay.
Friday.
That's
the
on Friday.
rebroadcast.
On Friday.
Today's Thursday, right?
No, today's well,
Technically, yes,
Today's
but
For
Thursday
me.
for me.
all right.
Technically, yes.
So, like I was saying, thank you for being here. We hope you had a pleasant evening tonight. And remember, if you like this show, if you like watching us do all these things and messing up and getting children tortured, if you enjoy watching the other side of this, a group of people becoming heroes because they saved an entire town from getting tortured and obliterated out of existence, you can support the stream by following us, by subscribing to us, by liking. I just learned just how much difference it makes when you like a video on YouTube. How much publicity it gives you. So don't forget this. This actually helps a whole lot.
Don't forget to hit the bell icon.
The
you're
bell
watching the YouTube channel.
and the little heart for Twitch and subscribe. Follow. You can also make donations.
Blood sacrifice.
Helps everybody.
Always. Blood sacrifice is always appreciated. No, not actually. Please don't.
Wait, a blood sacrifice. That got intense.
It doesn't need to be your blood. It can be a goat.
Yeah, it could be like a chicken or something.
Do you really want
Don't even talk about it.
Greenpeace hunting our channel? Please don't
PETA.
sacrifice a goat. Or any animal.
Maybe just a little bit.
And you, of
Fine,
course...
it can be a pinata.
Anyway.
Yes, piñatas are good. Piñatas works. And you get candies at the end. So, you can sacrifice a piñata. But if you're going to buy something, I'd rather get a donation. Or you can also become a Patreon. But if you can't do any of those wonderful things that helps us in so many ways, simply spreading the word of the channel helps tremendously. And it makes it so that Valen V is not so lonely in the chat also, if you at least say hi. So, thank you very much. We hope you'll see you next Wednesday or Friday. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Today.